Ian Coville, and take your time. Oh, I already forgot about that, Ian. I think you're talking about not Ian Coville, the dude that was like obsessed with me for a while. Yeah, I know you're talking about now. The dude who I embarrassed and then he became obsessed with paying me back. It never quite worked out for him. I don't know anything about milking ducks, but it sounds interesting. Or the start of a good joke. You need a tiny stool. Hello, Gadwin.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Ah, muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Forgot to pause the other video. All of a sudden, I scared myself.
You what?
I left the other video playing whenever I popped StreamYard up, and all of a sudden I heard myself talking.
I hate it. It's like, it's not that I hate my voice. It's just something that makes your fucking ears bleed. It's like something about hearing yourself on. It's not even about yourself. It's just repeat. Like
Well,
it does
it's like
something to your brain.
you don't hear yourself as you hear yourself.
That's
It's like
true.
the pitch is different and everything, so it's like this weirdness because you know you're hearing yourself, but that's not how you hear yourself.
Right. That's true. I think I got over that by making videos for a while. Like I don't even think about it anymore. But I think I can remember that. Like it was weird at first.
I couldn't stand it when I did videos. I did
Hmm.
live streaming there for a while, Total War and shit.
doing like a video streaming deal for video
Yeah,
games.
yeah, like campaigns and shit like that.
Hmm. I don't think I could ever do that. Um, I don't know. Maybe I could, but I don't think I would enjoy it. And it's also like just me personally. I've never enjoyed that for myself. So it's like I don't understand why other people enjoy watching other people play video games. And there's nothing against it. It's fine. It's just I don't get it. It's so
I
weird to
do it
me.
all the time. I'm bad at it. Like I use it for like tip finding and stuff like that, but like or modifying my process of playing the game. So
Well,
like I
I
watch people
will.
play what I
I,
play.
that makes sense. Hello, DJ Andy C. By the way, um, if I I don't watch people play like regularly, meaning like Muckluck. He's like probably the most popular Guild Wars 2 guy, and he's entertaining. He's kind of funny, but like people watch his videos the moment they come out, and it'll just be about all sorts of different topics. If I watch a video about a video game, I know what I'm looking for before I'm anywhere near it. Like I specifically search for what I'm looking for because I want to figure something out or learn to improve a certain aspect of the game for me. But that's different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that it's like a community and I don't understand it.
Twitch
It's
kind of like
kinda, yeah. And it's like a dude playing a video game. Like, why would you do that when you could just play the video game?
it's I guess that's just more the extrovert take of
Maybe.
video games. Like we're the introvert. Like I'm a solo player. Like if I play like anytime it comes with like an MMO or anything like that, I'm a solo player. Like if I can be solo, I go be solo.
I'm the same, and a lot of people think it's weird, and it kind of is strange because it's literally the entire purpose of an MMO is it's massive multiplayer online, and like they think it's kind of strange, but for me, I can only speak for myself. It's because I enjoy them more than most single player games. Not always, but a lot of the time. And if the game were exactly like Guild Wars 2, if it were exactly pretty much the same but without other people in it, I would play the fuck out of it. It's just it just happens to be a massive multiplayer online game. But that's not what attracts me to it.
For me, like I like the game. It's just people slow me down, so I usually can perform much more quickly by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can set up a mental plan, go and do all this stuff, and why half the time they want to dick off and do stuff and get sidetracked real easy. I'm just like laser focused, getting shit done.
I'm the same very much. It wasn't like World of Warcraft one of those games to where like someone could steal your nodes. Like
Yeah, like
I hate that.
Burning Crusades, like every like you have to hit the node like 4 or 5 times to get all the ore out of it.
Yeah,
I was playing there. I got kind of burned out.
right. But it was set up to where like if another person got there first, that node is gone.
No, nope.
No.
Like you could compete with each other. A lot of times, like I'd have assholes that would like there's a mob by the node. I'd come over and it would attack me. I'm fighting the mob. They'll come in, fly and steal the fucking node and fly off. I'm
Well,
like
yeah,
fucking asshole.
that's what I'm asking. That like in Guild Wars 2, which is more what I'm accustomed to and have been for years. I've kind of forgotten the other things, but my question was that it could be stolen because in Guild Wars 2 that's not possible because every individual has their own node and then you pick it and then it's gone. But no one else can take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I like that way better personally. Like I don't like competing about every fucking thing, like down to like resource nodes. Like it's like,
It's very hard now because when I was trying to level up in BC or not BC, yeah, Burning Crusades. That's what we're playing now. Like I paid $60 to get the auto leveled up to 58 instantly, but you get no professions. So I had to go back and try to level up. Well, and they don't give you epic 100 or the 100% ground mount either. So you got to get up like 700 gold just to get that, and then
ugh,
try to level up professions on top of that.
that
It's
just doesn't sound fun to me. Like
Well, that's where it killed me because I'm doing the math. Like I actually have 3 characters, paid $60 for each of them.
I'm bad for that. And usually with MMOs, I justify it by this is a long-term investment. I'm going to be playing this game for a while, which means that money is going to be repaid in time
2
spent.
months.
Yeah, well, and then you fucking just burn out. And then it's like, fuck, there goes that money.
Well, I enjoyed my time. It was my member berries, whatever. Getting a little bit of joy of redoing the things over, because this is the lower XP rates too. So like it takes forever to go up a level. My warrior's at 68, my warlock's 66, and my shaman's at 65.
No, I don't know what the fuck you're on about this stuff. So I'm going to ask a question here now.
Go ahead.
If you're obviously keen game players and stuff like that, and I've seen competitions where people play games for money, and there's some serious money at the top end, right?
There is.
Yeah. So here's the thing: all this AI stuff comes along and plays this game. What fucking chance have you got?
Well, AI can never take competitive gaming because no
Why
one
not?
no one would be interested in watching AI play a video game. It would be the most
It would
boring
kill the game,
thing in
wouldn't
the
it?
world. No, well, it would never happen because no one would be interested in it. It has
Exactly.
no market value.
Right. Okay.
So, but
Yeah,
it
it's not something I know
it
anything
could
about.
kill a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
I talk about it all the time. But video games, I think, is pretty safe.
There's a bunch of layoffs going on right now. Companies, big tech companies, laying off
What about
thousands of people.
what about poker?
I think
Very
that's,
very mathematical game.
I
Poker.
think that's similar in
geez,
that
now.
people that want to watch poker as like
Yeah.
a sport, they want
Yeah.
to watch people. I don't think anyone has any interest
I agree
in
with that.
AI playing at
Yeah.
poker.
Yeah.
So that's safe too, in my view.
But people have been playing against AIs and like these simple games for a long time now. Those are like the most, like the
Well-
first AIs that we got for like video games and such.
That is true.
Okay, I didn't know.
So
Yeah.
I think if anything,
It's
it'll be
just
used as a
simple.
training tool to make people better, and it
Okay.
will do that very well. But I don't think it's like there's any danger of it taking professional poker players' jobs. I don't see that, but I could be wrong.
No, not
Well-
live, obviously. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
and a lot of times in video games, the AI is actually toned down, so the player actually has a chance, or the AI would just dominate the shit out of them.
And I would not play that game because I'm very much not the hardcore type. I play games to escape reality, not to have a second job. And if I start playing the game and like the fuck every single AI fucking like mob is like another human, I will never play that. Fuck that
It's
game.
just like a lot of the poker sites have got bots on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
there's money involved.
That's a problem in MMOs as well. It's one of the problems I've had with the game I play, Guild Wars 2, a lot, is that they've taken over and fucked up the economy and shit.
Well, that's what's going on in WoW right now. Like when I was trying to level up my mining, I could maybe find like 5 nodes an hour,
Fuck that.
and there's layers. Like I was only getting minimal levels. Like it was a.
I think the only way around that, to my knowledge, is to look at things in pure gold per hour. If nodes are gone, then what you can do is invest your time in the things that aren't affected and get a high gold per hour, like doing, I don't know, dungeons, whatever is good gold per hour. And then you simply buy the product, even if it's from bots or whatever.
Well, at some point you can't. So like you can level mining with resources for so long, but then at points you have to hit nodes just to get the levels to actually proceed up to the next ore type. So it's getting those in between spots is where I was having issues.
That makes sense. And it would fuck the economy. That's what I'm seeing all over the place, and it pisses me off.
It's flooded, like the economy's flooded with resources because of all the bots.
Yeah.
But actually getting the physical levels that you can't get from smelting ore, you got to go out there and actually hit some nodes.
That makes sense. Or you'd have to pay for even more resources than you would otherwise need to make up for not smelting.
The better players, like you obviously sound like you can play the game, you guys.
I'm not hardcore.
As far as like poker is concerned, the higher up you go, the more competent the players are. They
True.
can spot bot and exploit them. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
But on the lower levels, they can't. So the bots are earning a fucking fortune. They're because the lower players are just not that competent, and then that means that the lower players, there aren't so many lower players coming in because they know what's going on. They go broke, you know.
Right.
So the higher
So,
player goes, I don't give a fuck who you are. Now the thing is with the bot is it doesn't sleep.
mm,
So even if you can beat it, the bot doesn't give a fuck.
I think as time goes on, it doesn't matter how smart you are. The computational ability of AI is beyond the human brain, or at least will be. I think it already is. I could be wrong,
Yeah,
but
for
like
sure.
eventually, like your absolute best human player is going to be a joke. Uh, I can't say when that'll be, but I think that will happen. And when that happens, it will suck. Uh,
I I partly agree with that, and disagree in somewhat in that the elite players, the better players, the top players, the
mhm,
top 5%, say,
yeah,
are going to win against everybody else anyway, but
against the
including,
people, yes,
you know.
that's true.
But that's how we
So
did a lot of our testing. Like, so when they trained AlphaGo, one of the big AIs back in the day was Google's. It played
I
Go,
remember that. Yeah,
and it beat the world champions. Like, and they did that with chess and other games as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I just it's a bit. I'm not quite sure which side of the fence I sit on there, as usual. You know.
Well,
it's going to replace
that's
us.
honest. It's just being honest. Like sometimes not making a clear distinction in one direction or the other is the best play, especially if you have limited knowledge. But I do want to touch upon this real quick because I've been waiting for a bit. Melody says, T Rob, some people are imbeciles. Don't think people won't watch AI play video games. They will. You could be right. And if so, then fuck. Like this world is doomed. But
I
you
don't think
may
it
be
will.
right. You may
I
be
don't
right.
think it will. I think the only way they would watch AI play games like that, if the AI is that competent, is to improve themselves so that
Right.
they can exploit
Well,
lesser
uh,
players.
I forget
You know?
that it's like Real Steel or something like that. It's a boxing movie about robots. When we get to that point where an AI can be inside a robot, and then we use them for like boxing matches and shit like that, like people will definitely start watching that because the carnage would be much more than what we have now.
There will
So that's not
also
watching it,
be
really, is it?
unintended
They would gamble on
consequences.
it, wouldn't they?
Yes, but there would also be unintended consequences like all of these things. I believe that that would make it to where human physical strength training becomes pretty much obsolete. Like, uh, if you could use machines, which I'm sure there will be at some point, to be like to prove your manhood or your dominance, then everyone would do that. And then like what use is it anymore to be physically fit other than for longevity? And let's be honest, not a lot of people work out for longevity. Most of the time
Well,
it's for like aesthetic shit.
we
Generally
kind of already
speaking,
have something like that, what you just said, and we've had it for a couple hundred years now. The gun.
Well, that's true, and I believe it has done that. I believe that people are less
yeah, I agree with that.
interested than they were back in the day, like in say Roman Empire period. I think that they cared more about like physical fitness than they do now. Well, hell, look at America, Jesus Christ! Like,
Well, everything was more manual. Like when it came to the farm work, mining, everything was hand
true,
labor pretty
true,
much.
but regardless of the reasoning, well, if what you're saying is it's because it was manual that led to them being more physically fit, I agree to
Yeah,
an extent.
you
But I
burnt more
also,
calories.
well, I also believe that they cared more about it. It was more important to them. It actually, in fact, there was a lot of like philosophy going around at the time that it was like integral to your pursuit of happiness and well-being to be
Well,
physically fit.
I mean, they were just eating off the land, pretty much working hard every day, drinking water, not like soda and all these other drinks. Like they
Yeah,
just lived a natural life for the most part, like
that's
your
true as
average
well.
peasant.
That is true. Now, I won't take away from the obvious, like they had to be more, they were more physically fit because they had more physical jobs. They didn't have as much junk shit and stuff like that. Those are obvious and absolutely true. But I still think on top of that, they cared more about it. It was just more. It was more culturally
Well, back then you were
important.
lucky if you had enough food that you actually eat. Like
That's
people
true as well.
starved to death. There was like you didn't see obesity. The only people that were obese were like lords and kings, and that was it.
That's true, and in that regard, I'm probably wrong because your average person didn't have access to the nutrients needed to build muscle. So they,
Not
like,
many farmers had gout.
yeah, good, very good point, actually.
Like they were living off like subsistence, like
Yeah,
whatever they could find in the woods, growing and like wild plants.
I just think
What
generally
cane.
people are lazy bastards, and that's the end of it.
I
Well, they can
agree,
be.
but I agree, but what I
It's a
don't
bit of
agree
a
with,
strange one for me.
well, what I don't agree with, I partially agree with that. The what you can visually see is that people in general are more lazy than they used to be. 100% true. What I disagree with, and this may be not what you're saying, is when people turn that into a moral thing, because that has, like, there's very good reason for people not to invest energy in, like, work, for example, that they used to, because it doesn't give you what it used to. Which means people would be stupid to just kill themselves for nothing.
It's what farming and tech is all about. Farming is technology. We farming started all the social group, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Really speaking, right? So why would you do any different if you didn't need to? We're
Yeah.
lazy fucks. We don't want to go out there hunting and farming and gathering stuff for ourselves.
Well,
If we've
that
got other people
part is
around us
true. That
to
part is
help us
true
do it.
too, 100%. And I'll even agree with you on that particular aspect of it, that we have less need. And if you have no need,
Holy shit!
why
I'm
are you
clipping
just
this
gonna
one.
what?
I'm clipping this.
I get that. I agreed with you. I think it happens quite a bit.
Okay.
It's just less memorable. But
I think generally speaking, we are lazy fucks. So
I agree, but
this
I
is
don't
what
see that as necessarily a negative thing, because you shouldn't just
no.
you shouldn't work just to work. You work for a reason. If there's no reason behind it, you're just wasting time.
Yes, I think that's what the technology is all about.
I agree with that, but I don't see it as a negative thing, given we're already here. Like, now, I will agree that it takes away meaning and makes people a lot less happy than they used to be. 100%. I agree with that. But I think there's a better solution than just work for the sake of work, just to do something. I don't agree with that.
Definitely like utilitarian. If we went to the point where we just provided for everybody, make sure everybody had a good, comfortable lifestyle, and then let them pursue the things that they're actually really good at. So if you're good at architecture, like designing things and stuff like that, go and actually pursue that and become, proficient and an expert in that field, or a doctor or whatever, and have the means to actually become the best person you can.
I would argue against that.
What are you talking about? You can't just.
Oh shit! This melody.
I ran this argument with Tex once, and the outcome with Tex was that he only works to work. I could not get it, the mentality through his head. Why do you fucking work, brother?
He's one of the people that I'm talking about that considers work itself a moral victory, which is so dumb. It's like,
I absolutely agree.
Just so you know, I missed the first portion because I was getting into StreamYard, and so it doesn't allow you to listen. So I probably missed what you guys were talking about.
Okay, Melody.
I don't even know. Like, once we move past, my brain shuts down and I go with it, and then like I can't go back. No, I'm serious. I'm not fucking with you. I really can't trace back what we were talking about a minute ago. No, you guys can help if you can remember. Like, help her out, but I honestly can't remember.
We need an AI assistant who can bring up.
We're talking about how hot I was.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Now.
No, I wanted to chime in on what you said, Charles, about people not they wouldn't ever want to watch AI play video games. I don't know if I think that they would. Maybe they're like better than other people and they can show them tricks. But here's where I want to go with this.
Yeah.
So there's people that I saw this on Critical on his on one of his videos. You
Moist
know,
Critical.
Moist.
So the guy, you know him, Trobs. What I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
know you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy on YouTube.
Seems like a decent guy.
I think he is.
Anyway,
He's the son of a lame guy.
What he was showing was that so many people were watching like these AI videos. Like it's kind of like, have you guys ever heard of Love is Blind? I'm sure that you haven't because it's on Netflix, but it's basically where they're like in these pods, and so they don't see each other. So this is a little bit different, but so like it's an AI generated. It's like people. It's not people, but it's like these different animals, and so they date each other, and then some of them they get mad at each other, and so it's just like this catty blah blah blah. So it's like, I don't know, like 10 people, 10 guys, 10 girls, and it's like this dating competition. So but they had like, I think it was like over 300,000 or 400,000 views that people are watching this. And it just doesn't make any sense because it's like, it's so fucking stupid. I mean, they could watch something else because
if like I already sort of conceded this. I don't know if you didn't hear me when I said it, but I addressed it. It took me a while because I'm polite and I try to wait for people to have a break in the conversation, which seldomly ever happens. But I did address it and said that fair, you could be absolutely right. And if your overall point is that I'm underestimating the stupidity of people, you could be right. I hope I'm not. I mean,
you're not.
I hope that I want to have at least a tiny little bit of faith in fucking humanity, but you're right that it's not looking good. Like the Generation Z, the brain rot, the fucking AI destroying their ability to critically think. It's not looking good. You're right.
Trob's the optimist. You need to get out more.
We
Look
do
at the
know that
boomers on
obviously a lot of
Facebook.
people,
Oh my God.
they're buying, they're like buying the views. It's not that difficult. It's not terribly.
You know what? A problem with this, all this kind of stuff with it. I've only just thought of this in the last 5 seconds. Is that it's all online stuff. It's not real life stuff out on the street. It could be all, just weird online stuff.
Well, pretty much everything is online now. Like most people live their lives online.
That was my thing. I don't know. So,
Well, I could be wrong, but like that's the impression that I get, that your average person, I'm not talking about you individually or any one person here, but I think on average, most people are online a huge chunk of their life compared to like in the 90s.
On the phone. Yeah.
Like it's so pervasive that it's taken over like all socialization, all like, you can't even get a job. You can't even get a job unless you go online.
In the early 2000s, I wasn't allowed to get online until after 9 o'clock, until people weren't going to call the house.
Right.
And you guys have seen like the stats about like young people like in their teens and 20s about like the loneliness, the depression.
Yes, I think it's very much connected.
It's spreading. It's not just the young people 100%. Now.
Yeah, you're right. And the thing is it's like a domino effect. If it starts with young people, eventually it's going to become so widespread that that's the only option available because everyone else has moved toward it. So even if you're like an older person who just fucking hates the internet, that's your only avenue left. So it's going to happen to everyone.
Yeah. Plus the younger people get older and take it with them.
True.
Yeah, but it's sad that people like that young are feeling horrible about themselves. I mean, they see. I mean,
what's the point? They can't afford nothing. They can't get good jobs. Colleges, nothing.
Yes,
but a debt trap.
all of these things kind of play roles. I don't think it's one thing, but I think everything just mentioned is part of the whole big picture.
Cool.
Now we got a war that young people are going to get sucked into.
Yep. And anytime there's bad economy, you'll start seeing a lot of like government bullshittery and propaganda that happens. I don't care if it's fucking Democrats, Republican, whatever. anyone is going to pull that. Whoever's in charge wants to try to save face. Sorry, and
it's going to get ugly here soon. I think.
I think so as well. By the way, let me double check. It is The Intercept recently posted absolute evidence that. See, I talked about this before, but now it's proven that they're underreporting deaths and injuries in the Iranian war, and according to The Intercept, almost 750 U.S. troops have been wounded or killed in the Middle East since October. And the government is saying like 13 to 15. That's a fucking massive difference.
Yep.
13 to 1500.
No, 13 to 15. Yeah, that's what they're trying to get people to believe.
Their largest US base that just got dislocated or whatever the other day. Like Iran just hammered the fuck out of their base. You are the lead or something? I can't remember.
These Iranians might be considered to be, by our standards, nutters, but they're not fucking idiots.
Well, no, they've also been planning, they've been planning on this for over 20 years. Because America is predictable. We all, or if it's not America, Israel. And that's sort of the same thing. Like, you could see this coming a mile away. Do you know how many times Netanyahu has tried to claim, like year after year, well, they are 2 weeks away from a nuclear program. He's done that like 10 times. And like, after a while, people are like, dude, seriously? Like, that's bullshit. Quit fucking saying it.
Cried wolf.
But then the United States does it.
They're going to go ahead and do it, aren't they? So right, well, I have no doubt they're doing it now. I mean, fuck, wouldn't you if you're being constantly bullied by all your neighbors?
Well, yes. And that's why, to some extent, I'm not defending Iran as a government as like I agree with everything they do. But in this specific situation, they are not the aggressor. 100% factually not the aggressor. Okay. And there's no evidence that they ever had any intention of building a nuclear program. For weaponry, at least.
Prior to the war?
Well, no. Well, that's true. That they at least say that that's no longer a deal. I don't know if they're just using that as like a scare tactic or not.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Well, we had inspectors.
We had nothing left to make bombs with.
Yes, and the thing is Trump's own intelligence community stated and then tried to take it back later. They directly stated on public fucking television there's no evidence that they had any interest in building a nuclear weapon. And then Trump's like, I don't care what they said.
Well, the Ayatollah said it was haram anyway for them to have one.
Yeah, and then they killed that guy. The original Ayatollah was like, he made it a decree that it's haram, as you said. And then they killed that guy. And even still, like, to me, that's a pretty extreme thing. To them, that's not just a leader. That's a fucking religious figure. And you killed him.
Well, they eliminated a lot of them, though. Like, they took out whole, like, branches of things. Like,
you would think that they would stop. He was like the Bin Laden of I mean, it wasn't to that length, but kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't the Bin Laden.
Well, he is a leader, and it is a theocracy, but it is not true all of the bullshit that's being spread through even leftist media right now that they have for over 50 or 40 something years they've been killing Americans. That's not true. That's a lie. That's bullshit. They have left. No, that's what they're claiming.
Because Israel's a genocidal, isn't it? If I had a genocidal Israel next to me, I would be making nuclear.
Do you know who's been killing Americans?
Well, I'm not saying you said that. I'm just
for the last 40 years.
Yeah,
Americans.
Exactly. It's so crazy. It's like every fucking complaint is an admission when it comes to the United States. They're like, I can't believe you have been doing this, and it's always what we do. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who was the last Iranian you heard of bursting into a school and killing 100 fucking kids with an eighth fucking
never
15
ever.
No,
literally never.
America tomahawked a school.
That's fucking America.
I know, and we have evidence that it was a fucking cruise missile or a Patriot missile that we had access to. We did it. We 100% did it.
Yeah.
And then Trump's like, that was Iran. Like, he literally just lies and doesn't even try to fucking make it believable.
Very sad.
I mean, he's just an idiot. He's a buffoon, and that's what he's good at being.
He might be an idiot and a buffoon, but all them kids died because of it. That's sad.
Well, it's not only is that bad, but he's continuing. And the thing that baffles me is like how he's just so out in the open about it and nobody's fucking doing anything. It's against both international and U.S. law. He's literally admitting to war crimes before he does them. He literally just the other day is like, there's some very beautiful bridges. We're going to destroy those bridges.
Oh, that's
against the fucking law, and it's a war crime.
Yeah,
and he's doing it every fucking day, and no one does anything.
Send you back to the Stone Age.
Ukraine does it too. Ukraine's taking out multiple bridges over.
But and I would say across the board that's wrong. I don't care where it's for. I don't protect anyone when it comes to this. But what I don't get is that when it comes to America doing it constantly and Trump admitting it before he even does it, like every single one of these, and there's been like hundreds so far, is a fucking impeachable offense. Why is no one doing anything?
Nobody can step up to the United States like we.
That's right.
Well, no. I mean, even that's what I mean. Yeah, even in the United States, why is fucking no one seems to give a shit? Or if they've
gutted all those people. Like all the people that stopped in the first time are gone.
But you guys have been advertising yourself for decades as not being gutless, and you've let someone just tramp all over you in your own country. It's the weakest, fucking saddest sack of shit story that the rest of the globe has fucking witnessed right in front of their eyes. You're disgusting. Not you personally, guys.
I agree with you.
But as a whole, that's fucking disgusting.
I agree with you. But the thing is there's a lot of people who have a lot of fear. They have literally, which is unheard of in history, they've literally taken people and like locked them up for memes against the fucking current regime. And anyone who says they've actually deported American citizens on record just for saying something they didn't like.
You guys didn't get back into your country, I don't think either.
I don't know much about this, but that Pam Bondi got sacked because
I hate to be the guy that kind of like doesn't celebrate, but honestly, this is expected. Trump always does this. He puts the blame on everyone else, and he never gets held to account. He's the problem. So all of these other people going away, it solves nothing. He's just going to replace them with possibly someone worse. So until Trump is held accountable, this is going to get worse and worse.
So how many years you got left?
He must die. There will be no accountable. His age is too old.
We had to wait for the day when white smoke
or
whatever.
I don't wish that on somebody.
I do.
Is it like? Yeah, I know. I think we may disagree there, Charles.
Let's almost move on. He's almost 80. He still eats McDonald's and junk like that all the time. Like he can't be in the greatest of health. It doesn't work out or nothing like that.
Well, Alex Jones claims. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, if he eats McDonald's, he's got to go.
Well, Alex Jones isn't exactly a dude that's known for credible information, but he has came out and stated that Trump has heart disease and he could be gone any day now. How legit that is, I don't fucking know, but.
That's Alex Jones.
Well,
I know.
My only hope was that he has to take like a early morning shit. He's there just pushing away, and all of a sudden he has an aneurysm and just falls, bumps over, and that's just it.
I honestly
don't understand the level of applause from the entire globe that will happen on that minute.
I agree, but I still state that that's like
you can do an
Adolf Hitler being taken out by he dies in his sleep peacefully. Like, no, that motherfucker needs to fucking feel some pain and some torture.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how many people?
He has pain and the torture.
I'll sit there one. I'll sit there.
I don't fucking deal the punishment to.
Well,
I just want normal.
If they're directly culpable, then I agree, but I don't agree with using someone's family if they're not involved. Like just because
they're involved.
Well, if they are, I agree with you.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit more legalities to find the ins and outs of how they're involved, but they're all profiting from his fucking raping of American.
I'm sure, but hold on, everything Trump has done isn't just raping and the economy. Like, he's literally killed people, and it may not be the same as putting a gun to someone's head, but it's still, to me, the end result's the same. Killed people by pulling them, like, insane amounts of people off fucking Medicaid. And then he tried to frame it as, I am the champion because I uplifted these people from Medicaid. What kind of a retard would take that as a win? Like, you're fucking killing people and trying to act like you did something positive.
I don't understand that. So
But a lot of dumb people are like, fuck yeah, man.
That and the extra pain when he's dying, I'll sit out on.
I think it's about, I know you don't see things the way I do, but it's about justice. And I think it's important, especially as a person that doesn't believe in any sort of like afterlife or like cosmic justice. I think that if you believe in justice, which I very strongly do, you have to get it yourself or like through some like systemic way. Like, and I believe the court systems don't do a very good job of it. And that fucks the entire world over because these powerful people that continue to get away with shit realize that they can continue to get away with shit, and it makes them worse. So we need it to send a message to change the status quo.
We need a better court system,
but it won't happen with that. It won't happen without making examples out of people. It just won't. It won't happen.
Well, for a time. Then they wear off after a couple of generations.
So, are you then using the court system correctly if you're making somebody as an example? I know it's been happened a lot in history and all the rest of it. So
right. Well, the answer for me at least is no, and that's literally what I just said. I don't agree with the court system. I don't agree with the current rules and shit. I think that right triumphs everything, and if someone is evil, and you have a massive body of evidence to show that that person is evil. I don't give a fuck about you have to have certain shit and fucking little loopholes they can get out of. I don't care about any of that. I think they need to fucking suffer at the very least. For one, it's justice, and that is justice.
I think they need to be removed. Suffering, I would disagree with. Obviously.
Why?
I don't like it when Mal proves that he's more morally correct than me.
But I disagree because I don't think that's more moral. I think people tell themselves it's more moral, but it makes the world a worse place. But that's just my opinion. I like all morality.
That's how I say it too. Okay.
It's
like it's got let me rephrase. It seems to have a higher level of humanism than I do, and I thought I was up there.
I can agree with that.
Fairly human. Yeah, I'm fairly humanist. Yeah,
sure. That's fair.
That was a compliment in a roundabout way, Mal.
I got a nice ass as well.
Using imaginary things like hell to scare people into line only works so far. You need actual examples to actually keep them in line.
And also using imaginary things like hell has a lot of like blowback effect. People take advantage of that concept to fucking create their own power dynamic to take advantage of other people, which means the thing that is supposed to be the thing that causes people to be good is literally being used by evil people to make their evil shit more powerful. And like that system's flawed. You need to find a way that doesn't use bullshit.
Off memory, the real hell is just separation from God, isn't it? So there isn't actually a fiery blah in the Bible.
It depends on who you ask, because some people interpret it literally and think that it's literally a flaming inferno, and then there's some people that think it's more figurative, and some people don't believe in it at all.
It was a place called Gomorrah. It's where basically the city disposed of most of its trash and did sacrifices with animals and children.
I knew a couple of
Jesus basically said it's on fire. Look, see it or whatever, and like. That was his example. Is basically a burning trash pit.
Doesn't wintergreen help to prevent Gomorrah? Oh no, sorry, no, that's gonorrhea. I thought I would slow it down.
You didn't just slow it down. You broke my brain. You literally shut my brain down. Like now I can't operate.
I gotta fucking think now. What the
hell?
Back to milking ducks.
Ductities. Yeah.
That's something that I always say to people. Like somebody would be all confident they're spouting off the information. I'd be like, "What do you know about milk and ducks?" And then they just stop and like, "What?" And then like you need a tiny stool, and then
That's
you just walk
actually
off.
that happened to me. That happened to me. You weren't even on fucking panel, and you did it, and you could probably see it in my face. Like I went dead because my brain was doing a cannot compute. It was like trying to register and it wouldn't work, and it kept trying to churn, and I would end up in the same place, and I was just lost.
You just can't even think duck
Yeah.
Duck cookies. Wait a minute.
Wait, how do you milk a duck?
You just can't.
But you had me going, so my brain was trying to fucking figure it out, and it couldn't. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, use that one
Now,
freely.
now we have to try and remember what the fuck we were talking about previously.
Well, we don't have to because again, this is
'Cause you can't.
unstructured. Well, it's unstructured. We can talk about anything. We can jump into fucking
Nice
any
dodge.
topic.
Milking swans. No, I'm
Nice dodge. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't really. The way I look at it is, if I can't remember, which is a pretty common thing, it couldn't have been too fucking important. So it's like, what's the value in remembering what we were talking about anyway? Unless you know for sure that it was like incredibly significant.
I ran in all that bullshit.
Well, there was something between that. We move a lot. We move a lot.
Yeah, we keep on cruising.
We do.
We done.
I don't see a problem with it.
I love it. That's why
It's organic. Like, so we're all not to remember, but like when you went to a diner, you could sit down and have just sitting there bullshitting with random people, and that's kind of how this is.
That's true.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
That's why I usually don't do, and I've had a couple of people be like, dude, we need more specific topics. And I'm like, I honestly, like, I don't have a problem with it, but I prefer organic conversation. If I have a choice, I like this better. It's just, I don't know.
This. Yeah. But I like this with specific kinds of people.
Agreed.
Godwin, Odway.
That's why I have that massive red text that says no MAGA whenever I come in now, like to keep it from being the wrong people.
I keep trying to get 504 to come here for you anyway, just because of prior passion. And I even unblocked Rash yesterday and asked him, well, are you still being a nutter? But I haven't got a response. I actually didn't expect it to unblock when I did it on Discord.
You probably offended him by saying, "Are you still a nutter?" That's not a good way to break the ice if you're looking to come back.
I'm not breaking no ice.
Okay, if your intention was to piss him off, then you probably succeeded. Yeah.
Where's a good conversation if he's happy with me?
He's probably still walking around his fish pond now, kicking the weeds and stuff, you know.
He would have come back straight away if he got it. So, I mean, it was through your Discord channel. I just unhid one of his messages and then realized I could unblock. But because it was through your thing, I thought you blocked him on your Discord channel. So he may not have got the text. I might have to do a DM through to him to get to him. And I didn't do it that way. I did it just via comment, basically.
Right. Just let him picture your penis.
Me personally, just for future reference, like very, very, I'm the same as I am here. Everybody's like, dude, you're too lax. You just let people fucking take over, and that's how I am everywhere. I have a very strong freedom of speech beliefs. It takes a lot for me to try to take that away from someone, but usually I'll start with a warning, and there's been several toward Rash already, and then exactly what I did was I timed him out for, I think it was either 2 days, I think, or a week. But he left himself. And no, my intention wasn't to get him to leave. That's just his choice. But like, to me, that's the perfect middle ground. I'm not literally kicking you out, but at the same time, I have to send a message when I'm being disrespected constantly, not like personally as in you offended me, but you're not listening to the fucking rules, which are there for a reason. And you're constantly you're just getting all aggro every time I bring it up and try to rein it back in. Then I have to do something. It goes back to what I said before about like making an example. I don't like doing it, but you have to at a certain point. Otherwise, people are just everyone's going to fucking think that there's no rules. It's pure chaos and it's going to turn into shit.
Absolutely.
Kind of
didn't do anything wrong there, man. That was his choice.
It's like those two guys tapping their hips 3 times and then smacking the shit out of them with the bat.
Just a thing, just proving that I'm not AI, okay? Don't know if you saw that this week.
Dude. So before you got inside my head, because at first I had no doubts. Now that you came on stream and it's like I'm proving I'm not AI, now I think you're AI.
Classic.
I mean, Trobs has been AI this whole time.
I've actually had several people bring that up. Not just one.
We all know you're black, mate. Don't worry.
I've had at least 3 people throughout my time, literally over like a decade of fucking like videos and streaming, etc. I've had at least 3 or 4 people come up and literally come up with a theory that they think that I was AI for whatever reason. I don't know if it's like my face is extra smooth or I have really bad like low 750p or something. So it makes me look like I'm too smooth. Like there isn't, I don't know what it is, but I keep getting it. Either way, I don't do much to try to fight against it because I don't care.
I think it might be
your kind doesn't exist in the South, brother. You have to be AI. In the story.
There are very rarely people like me, and it's so weird. But not exactly. Like no one will be exactly like you, but just being like a liberal
goth ginger.
Oh, and that as well. Yeah, that's true. When you add everything up, it is pretty fucking crazy.
It's an odd name.
Armor-clad. Brilliant.
I can be like a chameleon though. I can go from wearing like straight-legged boot-cut pants with boots on, t-shirt, going to like carnival, look just like every other hick around. Or I can get all dressed up and look all fancy. Like I can pull off all that different shit.
I can do the same, but I don't want to. Like yeah. I hate it. Like I during not too long ago, we had a family picture deal, and I had to bring my kids and everything and drive out into the fucking middle of nowhere to have these pictures taken. And it was a requirement. I had to wear plaid, and I fucking hate plaid. No offense to anyone who likes it, but to me, I correlate it with fucking hicks. That's just how it is for me in my head.
You gonna cut down a tree, huh?
Yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, I had to wear it, and I fucking hated it. I almost didn't show up, but then I found out that they have like dark plaid that's like literally just like black and gray, and I was like, okay, that's not as bad, so I can survive this. Yeah, but I don't like it. I prefer to be myself, and that's actually, I think, a bigger deal than I realize in this current climate. It's not like it used to be, especially in the job market. And these little things are huge when like the pool of people is massive and the actual jobs available is small. Mm-hmm. That one little thing is pretty important. I hate to fucking say it. I hope I don't have to fucking shave or anything because that's a big deal to me. But I might have to start taking like earrings out and shit. At least.
So I was on about this earlier on in that especially online applications, that AI is taking over interviewing people.
It is.
So how do you reconcile that with whether you shave your beard or not?
Well, no, AI is, in my experience, and I don't have a ton of it, but AI is not actually interviewing people, except for in seldom cases. AI is being used to sift through the applications themselves before the interview. Mm-hmm. Maybe in some rare cases it's happening to where they're actually interviewing, but from what I've seen, people are still doing in-person interviews.
Yeah, I've just seen people complaining that they've been interviewed by AI and they're getting stuffed at the first hurdle because of AI. And my very first thought was, well, just be fucking better then.
Well, the problem is well, for one, you're assuming the AI knows what to look for, and that may not be the case. They may be programmed on some bullshit or something.
Of course, yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're catching the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but it could
if
be that this
you,
is. Go ahead.
I know for a fact, right? You put a load of CVs in and you post them. And these things, you write them out. You used to make a CV up. And
What
you
is CV the same thing that we call a resume?
Curriculum vitae.
Is that a resume? Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
okay,
my apologies.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry
It's all good. I just have different.
It gives you a history. It gives you a little profile of who you are, your education, stuff like that, right?
Okay.
And you send all these in, okay? And there's a pile of these on the office desk for human resources people who look through these things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think they're looking for when they look through these things? I know because I've actually made CVs specifically to get past this process. What do they look for?
I don't know all the answers.
Star.
Well, I do know that right now, AI, for whatever reason, mentioning AI for fucking, I don't understand why, is big. It's like a 30% increase in getting hired. And I don't know why, but
there you go. Yeah,
it's something.
Yeah.
Because but I don't know.
If you say you're sitting there and you're a supermarket human resources person, and you got 3,000 of these curriculum vitae to look through, resumes to look through.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you looking for? You're in retail. You're not looking for Neil deGrasse Tyson here. For fuck's sake, you're looking for people who can got this, that, the other.
Work experience, past jobs.
Yeah, just as simple. How was it set out?
Right.
Oh, that's not great. Bin.
There's also another angle to this that's the opposite of what you're describing. You're describing AI being using to filter the people themselves. AI is being highly used by applicants. Yeah. And a lot of people are complaining that it's made their job too difficult in like HR because they have to sift through all the bullshit and try to find real applicants.
I can agree with that. I would have a couple of things to say about it. My first point is that the HR looking through these 5,000 applicants for like Walmart, supermarket kind of shop kind of thing, right? Is it not AI? It's human, and they are looking for specific, and they will just go, and all these things are going in the bin because of one thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Something they don't like the look of. The font.
It's not just
you're searching for work. Trobes. Are you using an AI resume? Sorry.
No, I don't like it, but if I find that it'll increase my chances, I might. Sorry, Melody, go ahead.
Same boat. That's why I asked.
So whenever you apply for a job and you put in your resume, so I mean, whenever I put my resume, I mean, this was like 13 years ago for my company, and I mean, they would spit them out if it didn't have like specific words in there.
Yes,
so mine would be like environmental
buzzwords.
So it's not like just people are looking through each single one,
right?
And this is pre-AI and stuff like that, but it would just spit it out.
They're looking for buzzwords, aren't they?
Well, it could be because AI is very smart, and this would be very easy. It could be that they're simply skipping the middleman and using AI to find those buzzwords.
Well, but it was doing that before. It's just
they're
just
better at it though.
Well, smarter now.
Yeah. So here's a problem with this is then that the applicants use AI to defeat the AI, blah blah, and we become more reliant on AI because we can't do anything else.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the entire problem. There's a lot of problems.
I got more issues with that stuff. Yeah,
I do want to figure it out though, because I'm in a bad situation right now. I've got this is an estimation. I haven't really done the exacts, but I would guess I have about 2 months before I go under. All of my savings are about to be dried up, and that's sad because I was literally at the point of opening a brand new business, and I am struggling. I'm looking for any fucking thing at this point, and it's like I can't find shit.
It's going to get worse too because the market's just tanked again because Trump did his little speech.
I can't comment on that, Trop, to be honest with you. I don't know your skills.
I know. Well,
you're obviously not fucking
honestly,
dull,
I don't have a ton of like
You're not
aftermarket.
dull.
Like, I don't have a lot of things that people look for. They don't care if you're like
You're strong. You're a strong guy. You got some muscles, so you can do like construction stuff.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, construction is drying up.
One thing that that a lot of people hasn't really gotten, I've mentioned it a couple of times. When you look at me online, your brain does a thing to where you compute me to your average. And like, if I have my shirt off or whatever, I look like I'm a fucking muscular beast. I'm not. I'm a very small person. So if you were to take what you see and downscale it, then you'll know what I actually am. And that actually, I believe, has hurt me recently because people, I am very strong for my size, but my size is not very big. But they don't have that information, and they're going on like probability. An average person of my size isn't going to be very strong. That's what they're going on. And that hurts me. I don't know for a fact, but that's what I believe.
Just because you don't have this muscle mass, like that you can actually see with your person, I don't think that has. I mean, to me, I wouldn't think that would have
Melody. It's why we have weight classes. Like, what's your weight, Drops? Like 130,
150,
150.
But I've got a decent little stomach now. Not like fat, but a little curvature.
Yeah, once you get 40, it's inevitable. It's I'm fighting too.
Well, to be fair, I haven't been doing a good job of taking care of myself lately. Normally I did, and now I'm sort of like, I don't know, I've gotten lazy.
I just eat now. I don't know what kind of jobs you're trying to apply for. If it's
entry level jobs, but the problem with that is those are the jobs most impacted. They're like almost non-existent right now.
Oh,
yeah, everything's closing down.
If you're looking for a job sweeping the floor and you're built the way you are with your intellect, can't you apply for something else to suit your intellect?
No, because I get this from a lot of people, and the problem is you can't translate intellect through the system because the system is extra simplistic. Like, they don't want you to try to write like a fucking 2-page cover letter to show how smart you are. They won't even look at it.
I had an interview with our Ministry of Transport where I had to wait 6 months. And in that 6 months, I sat 8 exams. It lasted 3 hours each. And I had 2 girls sat next to me within that 6 months, not at the same time, who were crying because they said, my degree is really not going to fit this job. It was a job for management, obviously, but, I'm just saying that you have more than like an art degree would have in a Ministry of Defense.
I agree with that, but how do I make that known with what I have a because you're not given an opportunity.
I don't know. I don't live where you live, so
right.
Yeah, like I'm in the same boat.
Do you have like a trade that you're really good at, like plumbing or electricity, or
not anything that requires that level of skill, like no skill trades? No.
What about like working up Lowe's, and then you could, I don't know, something?
Well, that's the thing. I'm looking for those sort of jobs, and there's none available. I can't find any.
What kind of job? Sorry.
Well, hold on. Before, I don't want to skip anyone. So Max said T-Robs used to look bigger 2 years ago. Veganism. It's sort of a snide remark. Actually, I weigh more than I did then. I'm actually larger than I used to be.
All those lentils.
Well, no, I don't. To be fair, I've actually lost at least a little bit of muscle mass, but it's not due to like lack of protein. It's due to not working out like I used to.
And being single got your grip strength way up, so.
Now that's true.
Yeah, I will disagree with Maxie in the current climate that get an art degree is an absolute fucking waste of time.
Oh my God.
I agree with that too.
Mal, it's outrageous. I mean, even just like a normal, state college, it's like no big deal. I mean, I think like here where I'm at, University of Arkansas, It's like, I think it's like 20,000 like a year, or I don't know if it's one semester, but or like 25,000. I mean, who can fucking afford that? I mean, you're going to be in debt for you're going to be in debt for so fucking long. And
people don't realize
even
what's
get a
coming.
job.
There is an economic tsunami coming our way, like 2008 that we saw when fuel prices hit around $120 a barrel for Brent crude. Like everything halted. Like everybody started laying off massively.
And a lot of people will take a look at that and they'll go, "Oh, that's just oil and gas." What you need to understand is that affects everything.
Everything. We're getting it here.
Everything.
Yeah. Up until 2 months ago, I was allowing me and my missus £300. I don't know what dollars. It can't be much difference, right? Per month to buy our food, and I have plenty left to keep us going in case we run out of something and buy this, buy that, buy the other. Yeah. Now that £300 is gone.
How did we go from university into food prices just like that? You guys are funny.
It's linked in a way.
Linked.
It's linked. It's linked.
Yeah,
the coming crisis.
Well, yeah, the entire.
It's not a smooth transition.
Now that's true. We jump all over the damn place, but it was linked. It's literally both are about the economic situation, which is what we were talking about before.
But like your job skills and stuff like that, and going to university into the gas prices and food, that's not really a segue.
I think it does, because a lot of the degrees, particularly over here in the UK, are not worth the fucking shit paper they are written on. You know,
took me about 15 to 18 years to finish paying off my degree, and I don't even use
I
it.
never had to pay off mine. I was very fortunate.
If I was 20 years younger, I wouldn't have had to either. Or older, sorry, I wouldn't have had to either. We did free university degrees here in the 80s and 90s.
What we call them is, like, they're all talking about nice degrees, geology, biology, all the best. These people are doing degrees in whatever. I don't know.
The best degree that you can get is either business, because it encompasses everything, or engineering. Engineering is always really good.
Melody, you should become a proctologist.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Oh God. No, I'm just I'm saying that like most people are not going to do the degrees. Oh, engineering will always get you a job. Oh yeah. Ask anybody. Ask any of your female friends who haven't got a degree yet. They're quite young. You know them and all this. How many of them would go for a degree in engineering? One out of
I wouldn't nowadays.
I use my degree for
AI is going to replace a lot of that.
Yeah,
that's true.
One out of 50.
Like, no one's touched this yet. Maybe it's just me, and I'm fine if it is. But like personally, like going back to the art thing and everything, you're right that it's not going to translate into money very well most of the time. However, people don't just go to school to make money. Sometimes people are like chasing their passion, and that's what they like.
Well, that's what I did.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like it is true. Well, some of it is the economy's fucked and everything's going to hell, but that's not like, that doesn't mean that like you're a piece of shit because you decided to chase your passions instead of money.
So you may be a piece of shit with a degree in what you really, really wanted to do, and you may be really, really doing what you really, really wanted to do. So don't complain that you're getting no fucking money for it.
Well, exactly. That's why you
it's your career choice.
Ever get a degree like in a social science, like archaeology, like anthropology, something like that. So mine is in like a science. So I got mine I got a bachelor's in environmental science, and I'm using it now because I deal with like environmental regulations and stuff like that, and I help people out with it with Walmart and stuff. So I'm using my degree 100%, which is awesome, and I'm glad that I'm able to. And I understand what you guys are saying, because you're correct, is that most people do not use their degrees.
That is true.
Okay.
But so what the way I look at it is when you go like, okay, you went and got an art degree and it doesn't translate, that's not because that is like intrinsically shitty. It's because the way our system is structured. That is what needs to change.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem, not the people, not the.
Although I would agree that if you've got a fine art degree, fuck you. I got no time for it.
Well, no, that's fair, but that's your.
We've invented cameras now.
That's true, but that's your subjective thing. There are people that value art.
I know.
And if there are people at all that value art, it has some utility, which means people should be able to survive off of it. I think that applies across the board. So the system is broken.
Sure. I'm not sure whether you should be paid for just because you are forward in humanity or whatever, or you are working towards a cure for cancer. I'm not sure you should be paid more than others.
Well, I wouldn't touch upon more or less. I'm not going to say more or less, but you should be able to survive for sure. And also, if people weren't able to make a living off of it, it wouldn't exist because no one could do it because you have to work to survive. So it's like it would kill out art, kill out like everything. Like you could apply this to music too.
I would.
It's purely arbitrary that we happen to have billionaires in music and like artists die in the fucking streets because they can't support themselves.
Apart from the odd thing where some kids show me the what would you call, show me the exception where autistic kids are really good because they can plug music in and it calms them down and this and that. Show me something where music actually benefits humanity. I can't see it.
I think that there is, but it's not as easily measured. What it is it allows people to, there's several different things depending on the type of music. It can jack you up and give you more energy than you would otherwise have without it. I can relate to that. If I have a very physical job and I'm listening to heavy metal, I have like endless energy. Like but that also applies to like jazz at cooling people down. If they're like highly stressed, certain types of music can bring you down and allow you
after 6 hours of death, you know, Meg, a little half hour of Enya, it kind of chills things out. Like
that is utility.
I'm not sure I agree with that because I think that if music wasn't there, I would miss it for about an hour.
Well, what I think is you would find other ways to fill what it does for you. Exactly. And that's true, but it doesn't mean that it's worthless. It means the reason why we go to music is because it fills that hole very well. But
if we have other things to fill that hole, why do we need it? Why do we need
you could say that about anything. You could say, like, why do we have cars? Because bicycles are also transportation. Because it's better.
They're not quick enough, are they?
What do you mean, like filling holes?
But that's my point. That's the same thing. Music is better at the job, which is why it fills that role. Cars are better at the transportation job, which is why it fills that role.
No, I can't agree with that.
Mao just wants to complain with somebody. His wife's sleeping, so he got to come here and argue with us.
Mao doesn't live here. He lives. Don't you live in Wales? Is that correct?
Yeah. We don't have music here. We haven't evolved that far yet.
No, but we were talking about like transportation too. Or I heard somebody, and so you don't have to worry about that. And so I would think that takes.
Why don't I have to worry?
Why wouldn't we have to worry about that?
Because you have public transportation because everything is like close.
What?
Well, unless you live out. I don't know, Mal. What are
you don't know anything, Melody. Be quiet, Melody.
No, that's fine.
No, it's true. Like.
No, we do actually. Yeah. In some places, we might have two buses a week. So if you don't drive, you're fucked.
Okay, so you're like out. Like,
not me. I'm just saying.
Like, okay, so you're very remote. Okay, well, I guess I'm just talking about most of the places in Europe and the UK. They do, but I mean, if you're, well, like I said,
I know, Melody. What you're saying is we are fucking backward.
No, I'm saying that you're progressive. You are far more progressive than the United States.
It would be funny if Melody was like a hardcore conservative, like Warhawk, and like you said that, and she's like, "We'll fucking bomb you to the Stone Age."
Melody's not dull. No,
I know, but it would be funny though.
But it would be fucking funny.
I could see Mal still riding sheep to and from places.
We don't ride them. Not Saturday night. No.
Yeah.
That's a completely leftist thing that I just said. I don't know where you guys are getting that shit from.
Well, no, it's not related. It's out of nowhere. I thought it would be funny because you were kind of disagreeing, but not like hard. And I was like, it would be hilarious. It just popped into my head if you were like one of those.
No, that's a leftist thing that I just said. Just because
I know
we wouldn't.
It's completely unrelated.
So much better, and it's like, and even being able to have bicycles and have those over the road, and which is so much easier in the UK. I don't know about Europe, but I know it's definitely that way in the UK.
Maxie in the chat thinks that I don't have any benefits without music.
Well, she's just asking
to benefit me. Yeah. Does music benefit me? No, not at all. No. I like music. I like listening to it. But if it wasn't there, I'd miss it for about an hour.
I'm about the same in that I don't put a lot of investment into music, and it doesn't, like, I could just be fine. But I also acknowledge I'm the minority. I'm not normal, like, when it comes to that.
I'm the kind of person
music helps with the mental state of being. It keeps you in a happier frame of mind, whether it's in the background or not.
I could do that without music.
Like, I can go on an hour drive with no radio on, just dead silence in the car for an hour and not realize
I can walk out to the countryside and stand there in the trees, listen to the birds and a fox or whatever. I can walk down the beach with no music and just listen to the waves lap against the shore. I don't need music. I don't need music.
I've got a question for you. Does the birds and the...
agree, Mel. That would be perfect. Just listening to the waves.
Yeah, I don't need. I like Pink Floyd, but I don't need them.
So when you hear the birds and the waves, do you hear the voice of God through them?
Oh, don't take the piss. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking laugh now. I knew.
I'm just kidding, but like that does remind me about my latest video. I don't know if anyone saw it, but it's really becoming a fucking habit, and I'm seeing it constantly, and it's pissing me off because I'm like kind of stressed, like worried about the future and shit. Like I think anyone would be in my situation. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm trying to take the edge off because I enjoy fucking like atheist interlocutors discussing that topic. And I keep seeing fucking bullshit, fucking stupid clickbait shit.
I had a little argument to that, and if I could actually remember it, in that that you will find that I think you mentioned it actually that most of the interlocutors were chatting with. They've got 2,000 subscribers, or that, and they're trying to build. And so they're looking for low-hanging fruit because it's entertaining.
But I guess that's the problem is we have two different values. I'm not looking for entertainment. I'm looking for like deep thought. Like,
but if they get entertainment, they get likes, they get the stuff.
Right.
They try to build this and that in what they do. I've seen a lot of those guys. There are tons of them. I agree with you.
I agree, and I know that that's what they're doing. But to me, it's selling out. I don't like it. It smells of just bullshit to me. And like, I just posted on Godless Engineer's channel. I don't like him anymore. Godless Engineer literally fucking strawmanned a Christian. He got him on the line and tricked him into being like, okay, so God created all this stuff and like is responsible for all this. And he's like, but there's babies with cancer. And he framed the entire video as theist tries to like stick up for something for tries to, you know what I mean? And it was bullshit. It was a fucking lie. He didn't say that, and he fucking strawmanned him into fucking claiming that so that he could get his clickbait. And it pisses me off because if you have to lie about your interlocutor, you're not worth watching.
The guy's obviously smart, but I don't like that either, so I don't bother anymore. Yeah.
Godless engineers paid by the government,
There are
so he's
people out
desperate for
there.
cash at the moment because of your lockdown. So he's noticeably done that shit since then too.
So he's an engineer for the U.S. government?
Something to do with government pay, because when you guys were in lockdown, he was going on the line doing because we can talks, and they said that he's not getting an income. I don't know exactly where, but yeah, he's an engineer and he works for some government agency.
Yeah,
I can understand, but sure, you want to make money, but he's big enough now. It's big enough now to where he makes enough money to easily be comfortable and survive. You don't have to lie anymore.
And he's not an idiot. He doesn't need that.
Exactly. He could do what I said in the video. Take on the cream of the crop. That's what I want.
I like the people who are there are people out there who are proper experts. And when they see us come along who think they are clever, these people, they will pump their gums about, the Judea Bible says this, and the guy goes, no, that interpretation is completely wrong because of this. And this word means this. And sometimes it means that. And these people, right? Now, those people, I would not want to fucking argue with.
I agree. Well, to me,
anybody who does is dopey.
To me, right now, the current top dog, and of course, this is just in my experience, is Bridge the Divide. He is the best. He is fucking insanely intelligent.
I like Dark Matter 2525.
I like him too.
There aren't many, but there are a couple they know all the Aramaic interpretations, and oh my god. Why would a theist turn up and argue with somebody like that? They've got to be so deluded. They've got to be off their head. They're going to get destroyed.
Yes, that's true.
Wow.
But
you guys ever listen to DZ Debates? He's a really good one. He's a ex-Bible scholar. So yeah, he'll cover all the arguments that they do and everything and break them down. It's fucking brutal.
I think I've heard of The Amazing Atheist, but I don't know if I've actually watched it.
Not sure if I do, no.
I don't know much about it. I need to look into that.
I mean, obviously, Matt Dillahunty is very good at the logical stuff.
He is good. His approach sometimes is a little not my style.
Yeah, because he can't stand them.
Kind of.
He used to be one.
No, it's like he's sort of uppity sometimes and like knows that he's the greatest, but he's really not. I'm not saying he's dumb. Yeah, he's not dumb, but he's not who he thinks he is either. He's not like I don't like that approach. And it comes out whenever people disagree with him.
I don't like it because it's obviously I'm better than thou art kind of.
Yeah.
Apart from that, yeah, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Very well educated on it.
But there's some reverb.
That's the only thing that gets me is I'm better than thou art.
Do you know that that's Melody? But whoever it is, please, it's blowing back like an echo on us, and it's killing.
Sorry,
me.
Melody, you were talking.
I don't know for sure who it was.
Is it me?
Yeah, I was watching the little thing around your bubble coming up.
Fasting in company again, Melody.
Okay, all right. I'll get off of here.
You don't have to leave. Just stop the echo.
No, yeah, I don't know what it was. It was weird. I was like, at first, I thought it was interference.
Yeah, the weird thing is, it's not a normal you hear the same thing again. It's like a weird staticky type. I don't know how to describe it.
It's like
don't leave. The more brains, the better.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Either way, like it's not that big of a deal, but it shuts my brain off. I can't think when that happens.
Uh-oh.
Come to think of it, there's a lot of things that do that. My brain is very fragile. If someone, like the worst thing ever, we can be in the middle of the deepest and I am dialed in. And if I hear a fucking fart, it is over. I will bust out laughing and my brain's gone for at least half an hour.
Oh, dude, like when you're pounding, you're there going and giving away at a girl, and then all of a sudden a little fart just slips out and you're just...
Yeah, just the thought of it. Even if no one else hears it, just me knowing that I farted, it's fucking hilarious and I will die. And people will think I'm crazy, probably.
I was going to town on this girl, and every time I put it in, and I like gave it a thrust, every time, and I just kept going back and forth, and I just lost.
If you're talking about queefs, that's happened to me before, but not every time. But like even once, that's enough. I'm done. Like
it was like 3-4 times
I'm
in a row.
not performing. It's over. Okay, Melody. You didn't have to leave, but it's all good either way. But yeah, like
turn it off, turn it on again.
Yeah, it's for me, it's like I start busting out laughing and like the whole magic is gone. My dick is limp as fuck and I'm not getting it back up. Like it's over.
We've done the fart joke conversation with Melody and Holmes before. They're both disgusted by fart jokes.
That's strange from home. I like, no offense to anyone, but that's pretty common among women. It's not that strange, but for men not to just to be like, for one, not agreeing is one thing, but to be disturbed or like I don't understand that. Like most guys wouldn't have that reaction.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, nothing like a good fart joke.
Or a nicely timed one.
Yeah,
mate, I've dropped a couple on this freaking podcast. I just didn't have the microphone close enough.
She's back. She's back now.
So am I echo?
I don't hear it now.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck. So
you know Melody, I'd listen to your voice echoing all day. Don't you worry about that.
So I was on the phone with Apple today. So through my work, because my phone is provided through work, and I was trying to get them to get me like a new phone because mine's not due to get one until like October, and so they were doing all this troubleshooting, and because it was because of the volume, so it's something correlated with that, and so they did all this troubleshooting, and so they went to Apple and they're like, oh no, it's okay. And so it is kind of okay. But I took it out of the case because he told me to. And so I'm really hoping that I drop it and it gets shattered because I want a new phone.
Fair.
He told me to.
You're fine here, Mel.
Why not just make it happen then? They can't tell the difference.
Make it happen.
And you know, and you're correct.
Run a
so
bath.
The only reason I don't do that because isn't because it's unethical. It's because
conscience.
So this one time that ended up happening, and then it was just like this ink just spread all over the front of my phone, and I don't know if that's, and so I'm worried about that. I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but
I don't know much about it personally.
So maybe I'm just going to be careless with it and.
Why does it matter if like it has the ink thing or whatever? Like you're gonna go get it replaced.
I guess it doesn't. I guess I don't know.
If you like, for one, I don't like you said yourself. It's not about ethics, but if it even were a tiny bit about that, these fucking companies fuck people constantly. It's why they became big in the first place. Like
all day.
I will never feel bad about a corporation, especially a very big, successful corporation.
Oh, mine's
like,
a huge
I don't care.
Corporation. Mine's like a
fuck them. Fuck them.
Corporation.
I think
my phone is like fucking shit. It's like a 14. It's still like a 14, and they don't even.
I know most people disagree with me, but I am very much like a hardcore counterculture. Like I hate fucking corporations and shit. I feel no sympathy for them at all.
I mean, I love.
I don't feel sympathy for them. I do feel a little bit for me. And no, I couldn't entirely agree with that. No.
Why? Like what specifically?
I know these are big they rip people off.
They boss to sign off on it.
Do you feel it's the same as like with the bully example that you feel similarly to, that you're kind of becoming like them if you use like something like that as a tactic?
A little bit.
I can kind of see that.
I'm also of the opinion that if it wasn't for them, I'm talking about the phone example. There's no way I would have that phone that cheap if it wasn't for them.
I believe that if we had a system that wasn't shitty like it currently is, I don't believe that we just wouldn't have everything that we do now. I think that maybe it would take slightly longer, but we would get there, and it would be better in every respect. The workers would get paid more. People wouldn't get fucked over. It wouldn't be this big toxic thing where they try to constantly fuck you. Because if the system were better, there would be precautions in place to keep that from happening, and everyone would be better, except for maybe the company. And fuck the company. I don't give a shit about them.
So what we end up getting, it has to be like at least like two generations like lower than what's in place. Like for instance, so I've got the 14. I think the 17 came out maybe like a year, like a little bit more than a year ago. So I may be able to get that. It would be up to my boss's discretion, but I think that he would definitely be okay with it. But yeah, that's what my company does. They only let you get like 2 years before like the latest one is. Otherwise you have to pay for it.
It makes sense. Why? Because they jack up the price. It's like $400 or whatever for the brand new, and the second one is like only very slightly different. Like, who cares?
What difference? It got better camera.
Yeah, like it's always something tiny.
Yeah,
and it's only people that are like fucking what's it called, competing with the Joneses or whatever, like people that that's the only reason why you would care about having the absolute best of the best, is if you're worried about your status.
When I see these phones and things advertised all the time on TV, and the one thing that they advertise that is better than everybody else's all the time, every one of them, every single time, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time, is the camera.
Really?
Not the fucking phone.
I hardly even ever use it. Like, I don't care about that.
Know me. I've used mine about 3 times. I'm just saying that's what they do. It's a better camera.
If they would make new phones that literally was like way back in the Stone Age, and all it did was text, and what I would buy the fucker if you made it appropriately priced. Like, if it was way cheaper, because it should be, I would buy that every fucking time. Like, I don't use my phone for smart shit. That's what my computer's for.
No, my phone's not smart. My phone doesn't get me any more friends. They can fuck off.
And I don't. So, and
it would be nice to have a phone and somebody actually friendly that says, "Hello, Mal, I'm your mate." Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? No. Instead of that, we got all this other bullshit instead.
I agree, but unfortunately, society has moved in that direction to where, like, a lot of the jobs that I've been applying to lately, you have to have a smartphone, because it's literally, they have apps to put in like certain shit. It's like, that's the only way you can get a job.
That's the same position here. It really pisses me off, because I do the same. PC for computing, phone for phoning.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
if I want to phone somebody, all I want them to do is to phone me and say, "Hello, I'm your friend." Thanks for that.
Yeah.
The rest of it is bullshit.
Well, the only reason it has any value at all is it's mobile. Like, you can check your Facebook and shit while you're on the fly, which that is something. But personally, I don't care. Like, if I'm out and like doing something, I'm busy doing something anyway. I can check that shit when I get home, and it's better. Yeah. It's just objectively better to use a fucking computer for that purpose.
When they had in the early 90s, when these mobile phones first came out, okay, you could phone somebody, and they could phone you. And you could talk to them. Now, ever since then, the rest of it is bullshit.
Oh my God. Do you guys remember? So whenever they first came out for me, and so I did like the emergency phone calls. And so it was like, I think it was $20 a month. And so, but you would only get maybe 30 or 40 minutes that were free in there. Otherwise, it would be like 50 cents a minute, or maybe it was like 10 cents a minute.
That's where they made their money.
And so, and so I would I wouldn't even do anything but emergency, and even like texts. You could only get a certain amount of texts. And so, like, if my friends, if they were texting, I'm like, put everything into one. Don't like text me in multiple ones, because it's going to end up costing me more.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, I was fortunate because I didn't have any friends anyway, so fuck them.
That was like track phones back in the day. That's how they operated.
Oh,
You guys remember long distance calling and collect calling?
Yes, I used to do long distance relationships even before it was a thing online. And like back then I would go buy a calling card to call like this girl that lived in Texas. It was weird.
I thought you were going to say Canada.
So you're not kidding.
Well, I did do Canada as well, but not back then. That was afterward.
I did have a relationship once that did go long distance. She told me to fuck off, and I did.
I think it takes a lot. I think there's some benefits to long distance is that you can focus on like the intellectual connection and, you know, like what you share in common and stuff. And you're not blinded by just physical shit. But that's also a negative. It's a double-edged sword because you don't get to touch, and trust becomes doubly more important because you're not there to verify anything.
I wouldn't trust. Shit.
I've had a lot of problems with that because people would get so paranoid that like I'm having a conversation like we are right now, and Melody says something and I'm like, yeah, that's right, Melody. And then like when I'm done, it would be, I heard how you said that's right, Melody. You want that bitch's pussy, don't you? And I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from? And this shit would happen every fucking day. Yeah, it's like, no, they would see patterns that don't exist because all I'm doing is talking to you like I did everyone else in this conversation. But somehow they would see
Melody's pussy.
What?
Maybe. But the point that I was making, is at the time that this would happen, that was not the case. And so they're seeing shit that don't exist there and going crazy. And I'm like, I can't handle this.
You think that's like the online dating kind of idea?
I won't say that happens always, but in my experience, it's very common.
After I graduated,
but I've done the online dating quite a bit.
Yeah.
I know you guys know. But
what do you think, Melody? I mean, if somebody's online dating you and you actually turn up and you look like, say, I don't know who you might look like, you know, some famous film star, but when you actually turn up in real life, do you look like the Elephant Man, you know?
Well, so almost all of them, almost every single time, it's one and done. It's because either it's like the personality.
Are they jealous?
A lot of it is no. It's a lot of it is just the personality. They're
full of shit, aren't they, man? Yeah.
So would you say that in your experience, Melody, just out of curiosity, that when you have these sort of like long distance relationships or online relationships, it's more common online than in person that you'll see these shit sort of personalities?
Good question.
I mean, I don't really know if I can say too much because it's so.
Well, no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking objectively because you can't answer that. You don't have enough information. I'm asking in your experience.
In my experience, yeah, I mean, usually it's not going to work out. But the thing is that it's so difficult now to meet somebody like organically, especially, you know, like at my age. It's like if you were like younger, like in college or.
Fuck, old are you? 84?
You know, and I don't know.
She's old. She's old.
Wow.
So, Melody's past due.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck off. Well,
no, I would think that the problem is it's a numbers game, isn't it? You know, and you're online.
So that's why you're hooking up with every female in chat at some stage, mate.
Yeah,
well, that happens on both ends.
From my ex now, she calls you Mallory because I talk to you. I cop shit, the jealous shit from like the other side.
Well, she's a little.
Absolutely every fucking person I've ever talked to on.
Now that's crazy because it's not just women. It's like.
And not one of you has ever seen me flirt because I don't do it online because I don't have a connection with a
you don't flirt with me, unfortunately. But
voice.
I mean,
I know.
I agree. Yeah.
I do.
I know.
I flirt online.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of trying to have a legit conversation and fucking Melody's undressing me with her eyes, and I'm trying to fucking talk here.
It gives you the shits, doesn't it, when it happens all the time?
It does. It does.
But I only have one person that I flirt with, and that's it.
Oh, you think Melody's undressing you? You should see what I'm doing.
So that's how it should be. You should flirt with one individual at least at a time, because if you don't, you can't take back the way people feel about you when they see it. Like, say that it's like completely willy-nilly and you flirt with anyone and everyone. You have taken yourself off the market for any decent man who happens to see it, because no one will ever trust you again.
Yeah, no, I only flirt with one person.
And by the way, that's not just women. That applies to men as well. I'm not being sexist. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying that but I just flirt with one person, so I'm not like, I'm not cheating.
Well, you could make the case that it's not cheating if you're not in a relationship, but
I disagree. I disagree with it.
Cheating. No, because it's not that. We're friends, but like it would be like weird. I would be pissed if he did that to me. But
did what?
I don't know. Just started.
I disagree that flirting's cheating anyway, but I'm a bit odd.
Everyone's different when it comes to the values and stuff.
As long as the two adults know, it's a game. It's a bit of fun. You do this.
The problem with that, the problem with that is that's what even pieces of shit who actually do mean to fucking seriously cheat, they say the exact same thing.
Yes.
So you can't.
It
doesn't do anything to say that.
No, I mean we know. I've done it. I've done it plenty of times.
I've done it too.
Fun, and it's great. It's actually fun to do.
Yeah. Well, personally, you appear to still stick with your guns. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. But I'm different in that I used to do that, and I stand by what I thought when I did it. I was literally just having fun, and it was funny to me. And like, I don't know, it didn't mean anything. But now I've changed in that I don't agree with it because of how it made my significant other feel. And that seems to be the norm, that they'll feel that way, which means I have a certain level of obligation to keep that from happening. Otherwise, to me, it makes me a bad person if I know it's likely to happen and I just do it anyway and act like, who are you to tell me what's right and wrong? Blah, blah, like, you know what I mean?
I think that argument, I can see the point there. But I would see that argument works both ways. In that,
absolutely.
What kind of fucking control are you having on me that I can't just go and have a bit of fun? Stop.
It depends on the nature of the fun, in my opinion, and it also depends on the person, because everybody has a different threshold for what is considered like that's cheating. Like that, it changes from person to person. Me personally,
I adjusted, and when she freaking still kept on attacking my male friends who I'm chatting to, is when I said to myself, "Fuck that." She's not stopping me from just talking to people in general. And that's when I've just gone neutral. I've reduced chat.
I mean, if I've talked
to me,
I've talked to Rash about this, and Rash said I was a fucking piece of shit because I was doing it. No, it's just a bit of fun. If you're adults, you know the score, you know how the game works, and it is a bit of a a little bit of flirting. It's fine. It's cool. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
I think it depends. Again, it depends. Everybody's different. So if your significant other is aware that it's just having a bit of fun. Now, this is the hard part, because a lot of times people won't say it because they think it makes them look weak, or it makes them, it's pathetic that I'm getting jealous or whatever, but you can't control that. If you feel that, that's what you're going to feel.
Yes,
and if you're just silent about it because you don't want to look like a piece of shit, then it just creates more problem down the road.
So where does the answer lie in maturity? For mature people,
no, because it's not immature to feel a certain way about what you think
I think it is in that situation.
What you think that it might mean that a person is like doing this and they actually have bad intentions and stuff, that doesn't make you immature, stupid, whatever. That's based on your personal experience and your pattern recognition.
So if it's rather off, then I would step it up another notch and go, well, where's the trust?
You could say that, but like no one has absolute perfect trust, and you shouldn't, because it's foolish to have absolute 100% trust in any individual.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you should.
Their jealousy shouldn't cost you your friendships, and that's what sort of happened to me. And it was a trust thing. Like
I agree with you,
and I don't
but
get it.
I think that there's a line, that it's a spectrum like everything else.
Of course.
So there's a too far in every direction. But in your case, dude, I just completely blanked. What is your name, Australian dude? Odd. Jesus Christ, man, my brain is fucked today. You're on like almost every week, and I like completely lost your name. But anyway,
what's it like to be a non-entity?
Your specific example is especially shit, because it's not like my experience of like every time I talk to a girl, it gets exaggerated and shit like that. Yours is like fucking everyone. Like if it's a human being and you're talking to them, she's jealous of them. Like that's extreme as fuck. Like
that's why I had to take a stance. I'm gonna have some fucking friends, whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
and if you have noticed,
mental health problems
women much
not good
on here,
yeah.
Right?
And it's for that reason, because I care for her, you know.
Right?
None of that saying.
Well, you do have to make boundaries somewhere, because if you don't, let's say that she has a problem, like a major trust issue or something happened to her in her past or whatever that led to this way of thinking. If you think you're doing the right thing by just, hey, I want to protect her, blah, 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 I'll just do whatever she says, she's going to get worse and worse and more controlling and more controlling. Because
that's what I was doing.
Exactly. But that probably is what happened. She kept getting worse and worse and more controlling. And you have to draw a line somewhere. Otherwise, she'll fucking run you into the ground. You have to. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person.
Took a lot for me to understand that, because I had to teach that myself to myself. So, yeah.
Well, it's also counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive to an extent, because you feel like you're being a good person by, like I do it. I feel like to a certain extent, up to a certain point, it's my duty or obligation to make my partner feel trusting and safe, and I'm not going to hurt her or him if I'm going balls deep in a dude's butthole.
Yeah.
But yeah, like either way, like I feel to a certain extent that is my obligation. Like even if it's like an unwritten rule, I think that is my obligation. But there is a line somewhere. You can't make that go to eternity, because you like if your significant other's like concerns are illogical, the sky's the limit. Like it becomes like a mental illness to where it keeps jumping over and getting worse and worse and worse. And if you keep catering to it, there's no end to it. Like you're just going to crash and burn.
Throwing petrol on the fire.
Yes, it don't work. So again, I think that it like the Mal side, which I think is maybe not an extreme, but close to an extreme. And then like the hardcore, like do everything the woman says, blah, blah, blah. Of course, like there's an in-between that's like the peak zone. In my opinion, I think you can go too far in either direction.
Yeah.
I hear compliments about Mal's situation from the other side and how great it is, and then get abused for being friends with Mal. So, so don't listen to him or pay attention to him. But what he does is great.
Even though he's a bit of a twat. Yeah, I know.
It depends on the narrative. If there's a specific thing about Mal that reinforces a positive narrative for her, then she'll use that. If there's something about Mal that's to be jealous of or negative to her, then she's going to hyper focus on that. So it's not about like what's actually good or bad about Mal. It's what's useful.
I think you can go too far as well. You know, like I think Trump kind of alluded to it, that you can go too far with all this, make them feel safe, make them feel comfortable. Yeah. You give in to a lot of shit that you shouldn't do.
Yes.
Because it's rather that than, well, perhaps it'll alienate you in some way.
Hmm. But to be fair, and this is just my personal opinion, you know I love disagreeing with you. I think it's too far to get to the point where, like, when I'm flirting, I'm just having fun. Fuck your feeling. I think that's too far. Like that's too in the other direction, in my opinion.
I don't think so. I think as long as it's reciprocated and you both know the game, I think that's fine.
I'll agree with that if you both know the game. But the problem is you oftentimes don't know that you both know the game because it's very common. It's very common that a significant other does that because they feel like they have to. And they play the game along with it, and they're like, "Ah, yeah, that's funny." Like, yeah, but they're actually hurt. They're actually hurt deeply.
I've never done it with people that I didn't know particularly well. You know.
Okay, that's fair. If you're absolutely certain,
it's always
that
been within a group. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I completely I could see that. Yeah.
Okay, then I can understand. It sounds like
it's a little bit like I suppose it's in the opposite way. It's like your mates wrestling you and stuff, you know.
Like
it's not a competition. It's not. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Is it normal wrestling or wrestling that,
you know, like
butt sex wrestling?
With your buddies and you've had a few.
You
know. Yeah.
He likes to feel his buddy's junk rubbing up against his back.
There has to be, I don't know this, but there has to be a correlation with like repressed homosexuality and fucking Greco-Roman wrestling. There has to be. There has to be. Dude, they wear tights to where their junk is literally popping up against the other dude. Like,
they don't wear anything.
To be fair, I am not making the claim that all wrestlers are gay, but I do believe that it's a higher correlation than the rest of the populace for sure.
You just gotta wear a leotard. We'll get you a leotard. You wear it for a while.
I think that's always been my attitude towards it. it's like cuddling with a stiffy.
Kind of, to me, like I am very open with my sexuality to where I'm like I'm gay all the fucking time. I don't care, but I would have a problem with a dude rubbing up all on me like Greco-Roman. I couldn't do it. Like how the fuck?
It is. It's like judo with a stiffy.
Kind of.
No, it's not for me. No. I mean, and I've danced with gay guys, kissed them, I've cuddled with them. We've had great fun, but not wrestling is just no.
I'm exactly the same. Like I'll
sticking your finger up my ass and telling me it's wrestling.
Well, I'm actually, I disagree. Like I could be at a fucking like truck stop and like there's a glory hole and I'm fucking some dude named John from a different country or whatever, and that's fine. I don't care about that. That's not gay, dude. That's cool. But wrestling, that's a whole different fucking level, dude. That's 100% gay. Especially if you're like oiled up and shit. Hell no.
This conversation is degenerated.
Dude, there's nothing gay. We've been over this before. If you're not thinking about a dude while you're fucking a dude, it's not gay. By definition, it can't be.
I think it's more, giving or taking. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, no, I still disagree.
No, I think taking willingly.
So if you're, hold on. In a lot of cases, I'll agree with you. However, you can simply enjoy taking because it feels good. That doesn't make you gay because you enjoy anal sex.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Because you can have a woman strap on a dildo and do the exact same thing and enjoy it. It's the same principle that I applied to, like, if you're thinking about a woman while you're doing a dude's butthole, it applies to this as well.
Yeah.
If you're not sexually attracted to the dude, you're not gay.
I stand corrected. Yeah.
Well, God put the prostate G-spot in the anus of the guys for a reason.
Well done.
That's definitely intelligent design. There's no way that some random fucking like single-celled organism decided to put a special butthole G-spot in there for dudes.
We debunked ourselves.
That's why taking a massive shit feels so good.
Especially if you don't get enough fiber in your diet, because it's just like a hard dick then.
Where the fuck did fiber come in?
Like I don't know, because we had a conversation recently about fiber and how it how vegan diet affected your shits. I think in the last one.
All right,
and that reminded me of it.
Ah.
So that linked to fiber to me. I don't know how.
Rob's probably has like horse turds.
They're honestly almost identical to how they've always been. Nothing. The only difference is they come out a little easier because of the extra fiber, which is a good thing. Like, I don't want to have to fucking like strain out my butthole muscles to get a poop out.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes you give it sometimes you give it some like, come on, and it's just sometimes.
Well, sometimes it's my fault because a lot of times I'm in the middle of something and then I have to poop and I'm like focused on that thing. Sometimes it's a video game or a movie or whatever. And I'm like trying to hurry and I'm getting pissed because I'm not a patient person. And I'm like, hurry the fuck up, you shit. Get out. and it fucking takes forever. And then I'm making it worse on myself because I'm going to strain my asshole out.
Yeah. You're thinking, oh shit, am I going to get piles here or what? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What do you think about this melody? Is this like ringing your bell? Is this like important stuff?
How does this fit in with geology?
We may have lost Melody for good.
I think Melody's fainted.
Fell asleep.
She may have either she fell asleep or she might have stroked out. We might have said something crazy.
She might have fainted. Yeah.
Or it's at least possible. I'm not saying likely. It's possible that one or several, or maybe even all of us, excited her to the extent that she got sexually aroused, and now she's busy taking care of that. I'm not saying likely. I'm saying it's possible.
To be fair, I've seen me. That is highly unlikely. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to see you. Your voice is enough, dude. Hell, I've got a stiffy right now just listening to you.
I got a stiffy. Anyway.
Why is that? You know? Why is that funny? I'm dead serious. Hard as a fucking rock right now. It's not
so hard to think he's a Chevy.
I did tell somebody.
I go rock.
I did tell somebody. Where were we on chat in the Blade Runner thing? And they said, Marlo. I said, well, you know what? I've got a stiffy. You just can't see it because, what was it? I had a stalker. That was it. Yeah. They were talking about stalkers. I said, yeah, I got a stalker. They said, who is she? I said, oh, you can't see it. My camera's not on. You know, just saying. I always have a stalker. That's what I do. Sorry, Mel.
And that's how there's food in the kitchen for Mal to pick away at. I stalked it.
Yeah. Oh, my missus, she got an Easter egg. That'll keep her happy all weekend.
I used to have a stalker. I've like, it's both good and bad, but I've killed prospects by over exaggerating the extent at which I'm crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, I am crazy, but I go over the top on purpose to get people to leave me the fuck alone because I like to be left alone.
Yeah, but stalkers are crazy. I've had 3. You know? They're not well. You know.
I haven't had that many. I've had 2, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I was an ex-teacher, lecturer. You get that sort of thing, you know. I mean, I had a stalker who was 11. Okay.
What the hell?
Oh yeah. And I've had a couple of other ones. Yeah,
Were you giving out candy?
I did try. Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh at that. I can't help it.
I didn't have a raincoat. No, I'm just seriously, yeah. You get, you know, some kids are further ahead than other ones for various reasons.
I just watched a movie yesterday called Playground. Have you ever seen it? It's from 2016 and it's a Polish movie. Fucking insane. It looks like a documentary. It's so realistically and well played. And it's just 2 kids. I won't ruin the movie, but it's fucked up. I highly suggest.
I've got your ex-stalker Ian Hartman coming on my vids and putting comments down there. And to annoy him, I just deleted a couple of them, but he put another one today, and I keep clicking it in my notifications, but it doesn't send me to his message, so I can't respond to it for some reason. It's
he may have blocked
sending
you
me
or
to the
some shit.
video. Yeah,
He may have blocked
yeah.
you and is trying to get onto your stream and shit to talk shit about you. He's done it to me. Once I blocked him, he stopped fucking with me, I think. By the way, welcome back, Melody. Are you done with your fun time?
Hey, man.
So something's wrong with my phone, and it keeps fucking up. And so like before, I could barely hear y'all. I mean, I could, but it was lower. And I kept telling Nan, these motherfuckers, they're gonna have to get me a new phone, because then it had like a post up from you, Trops, and it says this stream will start in 1 hour, and then it said that it was 2 hours ago. Whenever you posted,
I just thought that, like,
that's pretty common with posts. YouTube is fucked all to hell anyway, but for everyone that happens with posts.
Did you see that too?
No, not this time, but it's popped up on my screen, which only sometimes it does because I'm not supposed to see it. But sometimes it'll pop up on mine, and it'll be like 2 hours later, and it's like live stream begins in 1 hour, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to make a case again, saying that my phone is fucked, so I can get a new phone.
For me, the problem would be I would be worried about maybe an emergency would happen if I broke my phone in between the time that I need to turn it in and get a new one.
Nah.
That would be the only thing that would stop me. Otherwise, I'd just break it.
Would drive to the store, and then when you get there, drop it out to the car door or whatever, step on it. Oops, broke it. Oh,
you could do that, but like I would be a little concerned someone would see it and be like a Karen and run in behind you like that. She just fucking broke that.
No, so I would be able to go. They would step into it and say, okay, go to the Verizon store and get one. If I couldn't even use it anymore. Most of the time, though, whenever people have a cracked screen, they can still use their phones. But for me, I'm going to be like, I can't use it, which that would work, because I have to use my phone all the dang time for work. So
you should tell them like straight up, like I was at work, and I'm supposed to be working, but I was looking at porn, and I can't fucking get off if I can't fucking see the porn, and the phone won't fucking pull it up.
Yeah, that would fly really, really good.
That would work.
You might get a promotion. You never know.
Yep, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Good time. So what do you guys think about the whole shutdown thingy? It seems like
I don't know it. What's that?
Shutdown thingy.
Yeah, the government shutdown.
Oh,
Mel, I know your phone's not great. Like, but are we talking about the pandemic here?
Oh,
no.
okay.
She's talking about the government shutdown right now.
All right. Okay. Oh,
I didn't know. I should have known exactly what she meant, but I didn't. Personally, I just think it's fucking a bunch of bureaucratic bullshit. And I think, honestly, most of the DNC is like basically MAGA light, and they're just fucking running cover and doing everything. And they're pretending like they care about shit that they really don't give a fuck about. That's what I think.
Just to get your votes, your ID vote thing.
Well, the sad thing is now exactly what I called before. If you don't expect more from your people, they're going to run on at least we're not Trump. And that's what they're doing right now. They're not doing anything. They're literally sitting back, doing nothing, and they're going to win. And don't get me wrong, because yes, they are the lesser of two evils, but it's fucked up that we're in a situation to where they know they don't even have to fucking work for our votes. They don't do anything. They don't even offer to fucking help us in any way.
Can I ask who these DM people are?
The DNC is the Democratic National Convention, and that's just Democrats or the left in our country. They're a bunch of bullshit fucking
But
fake
haven't
ass.
they got anything? They've got no influence anyway, have they?
They have more influence than they let on. It is true that they don't have the power that they did, and that that in all three branches, Republicans have a majority. That's true. But it is not true what they want you to believe, that they can't do anything, that they're just helpless. And if you go back like a few years when the roles were reversed, the fucking right, even though I hate them, I have to give it to them. They fucking fought tooth and nail. They would shut down Congress constantly to fight for their shit. And they could do a lot, even though they didn't have fucking majority. We are not seeing that with the left because they're fucking fake ass people and they don't give a shit.
That's weird. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's because they're there because they care about their fucking own pockets and they're getting paid off by.
Yeah, but isn't that the case with the people who are in control anyway?
Yes, that's one big problem is that no matter who fucking wins, that's going to happen because they pay off both sides.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a problem either way, but not to make it sound like they're equal because they're not equally bad.
Right.
Day and night, fucking the DNC is way better than Republicans, but they're still fucking evil and pieces of shit.
Well, I've seen that the film of all the people laying on hands and praying and stuff like that, and Hegg says cross on his chest and all that stuff. Yeah, so
isn't it fucking frightening as hell? It's scary to see that shit.
That is just fucking scary for the world, not just for America.
Yep,
that is dangerous.
It is
very, very dangerous. It's a spiritual duty to attack Iran. What? Whoa,
The funny thing is they're painting Iran as like the terrorists for over 50 years and shit. And literally right now, the people that they're trying to glorify as our allies and like the best people in the Middle East, Israel literally comes out, not even trying to hide it, and states, we want all Muslims kicked out. And for the other people, like this is exactly how it happened in the Holocaust. It's like reverse Holocaust. Yeah. They're saying Christians and there's another group, I can't remember what they're called.
I don't think they even want them out. I think they want them destroyed.
They do, but they're trying to get the other minorities on board by saying Christians and the other guys. If you will turn your back and not try to protect them, then we will let you go and you get a pass. So it's the same thing as the Holocaust where the fucking Germans were going home to home and searching and shit. And they're like, French people, whatever. If you like try to house and help the Jews, and in this case it's the Muslims, then we'll fucking murder your ass, and you're exactly the same as them. They're using the exact same fucking tactics.
Like Anne Frank stuff in Holland. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I would ask, given you kind of guys know more than people like me across the pond, has Israel kind of conned America into going and supporting them? Because if they don't, this will happen. And
yes and no.
I don't know.
So a lot of people have been conned by propaganda, but there's still a lot of people that are just bought off. They just well, at least politicians are, because of course they can't buy off everyone. Even Israel's not that powerful. But if you control the big people, like big industry, big corporations and shit, and politicians, they kind of trickle the bullshit down onto the people because so it's sort of having both is the answer, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I didn't I thought I'd ask somebody who's American just to see. No.
And then there's the religious aspect of the people who literally believe that the best way forward is to usher in Jesus because he's going to come back, because he promised to come back. And the only way that's going to happen is if fucking
White House.
Greater Israel happens.
Yeah, but that's your White House people. What happened to this church and state separation shit? What happened to all
they've eroded it. They've eroded it slowly over time.
Blatantly out there in front that it's not there anymore.
You're right, but what I mean is it didn't just happen. It didn't happen in a snap of a finger. It's happened over decades. They've tried to not just straight up make it illegal or something, or make it legal. They've tried to slowly use propaganda and shit to make people believe in like white nationalism and shit like that. And it's kind of become like the popular zeitgeist now. Right. So they don't have
the only thing I knew about it was people like Aaron Ra, who are trying to stop religion getting into the science classrooms in school and stuff.
Yes.
That's the only thing I knew about that kind of stuff. So,
and I respect him for that because it's very important.
He tried to run for government to stop it.
Yeah. I respect Aaron Ra. He's a little edgy for some, but I kind of like it. Like he goes over the top and looks like I am the demon type thing. Like
that's his spiel, isn't it?
Yeah. But like that doesn't matter so much. What matters is his actual words, and he's very logical. And
Yes,
I think he does a good job at what he does.
He does for me because I don't know American politics. So
Right.
people like him, who I get it from, you know.
Yeah.
If I don't get it from him, who am I going to go to? Ken Ham, for fuck's sake, you know. You know what I mean? I don't.
I should have used Ken Ham in that video because he's a better example than Kent Hovind. He's like the retard of all retards.
Yes, he is.
He's like the low. And again, using him again as an example, if you go to atheist content creators, he's all over the fucking place. What are you doing? Like you're not proving anything. He's the lowest of the low.
You can't pick on him. No, it's like.
Well, you can. It's just you're not accomplishing anything. Yeah.
What about Behold the Atheist Nightmare? The banana. Everybody knows him for that. Who was the guy who was that one? That's the minute.
Is that Ray Comfort? I think.
You got it. Yeah, Ray.
He's
Comfort.
Also the same level. He's fucking. These are like the very lowest of the low.
Just funny, you know.
I get like for entertainment value. I get it, but that's not why I watch personally.
Yes, but then again, you don't do this. You're not trying to do this, say, for a living. I mean, there are some experts that are brilliant, as I mentioned earlier on.
Yeah,
they're really good. You can't give them a Hebrew interpretation, a Hebrew, description. They just go, no, you can't do that because here is the actual, interpretation of this because I know the language. Blah blah blah. These are really good people.
I agree, but I think that if you've even gotten to interpretation, you've already made a mistake because you're already giving the theists too much leeway that they haven't deserved. Because before you even touch translations or any text of religion, you need to start with you don't even need to prove it. Just give me a logical reasoning to think that there is a God first.
First assume God, and then move on to philosophy. What the fuck?
But so you're skipping that very important step by going straight to text, and I don't do that. I refuse to do that.
I agree with that. Yeah, but the people who do are very clever at it. And
they are.
If I was a theist, I wouldn't go near them. I don't know why they do. They have to be deluded.
I would if I were an actual theist and also logical. And I know that's sort of like a unicorn, but they're rare, but they do exist. I would because just with my personality, maybe my particular personality couldn't exist as a theist. I don't know if that's true or not. But with my personality, trying to put myself in their shoes, I would want to challenge myself against the best to show that my beliefs are legit.
Yeah, and whether your beliefs are legit or not will depend on your background, etc. Yeah, geology and your where you grew up in.
To some extent,
background.
It plays a role. Yes.
My background is. I mean, my brother is like, I thought he was a priest. I think he's the next level down. I've got Mormons in my family and Jehovah's Witness. Fucking name it. Yeah, oh, jeez. Anyway, but I'm not sure I would agree with you on that one. No, I'm not. I don't think that I might think like that.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm just trying to thinking out loud sort of deal. Like, I don't even know that what I said's true. I'm like, I really don't know what it would be possible, really.
I don't think I possibly do it. Yeah, I don't think I can think like a.
Well, I can imagine myself kind of well in the position of a theist.
Can you not imagine yourself given your intellect? You're not a dull guy.
Well, well, that's the point I'm making. I don't believe that it's necessary to not have intellect to be a theist. If you come at it starting with the philosophy, like the people I mentioned, William Lane Craig and a couple of others, Plantinga, then you can, I'm not going to say I agree with it because I don't, but you can get there in at least a semi-logical fashion.
But
go ahead.
At the basis of it all, first assume God. then move on
no,
from
no,
there.
No. You don't have to do that because they don't have to do. They don't do that. They start with the philosophical, which means they're not assuming God. They're arriving at God through logical discourse and like reasoning. And
I can't agree with that.
So you don't. So you don't think that ever happens?
I think they're doing the confirmation bias shit. Yeah.
It's possible that they're working in reverse. It's possible that they're trying to rationalize it and they're working in reverse, maybe. But I don't know that.
They're looking for something that will support their belief rather than having the belief and trying, like you would do in the scientific method, prove it wrong until it's not.
Okay, that's fair enough. But if they present it to me as an atheist, a fairly staunch atheist, and they can use premises to make me at least go, I can see your logic. Even if I disagree with it, I can see your logic. Even if they're working in reverse, to me, I don't care how they got there. It's logical. Like
I can't agree with that.
Why?
No, I would think that your feeling then would not be in low in logic well enough.
Why?
Because then you would just see the flaws in their logic, because there always is.
No, so that's the problem. You have a presupposition that if you're a theist, you automatically have a flaw in logic no matter what, which there's no evidence of that. They can have
logical arguments, but their premise is wrong. There has to be.
No, I can agree that their premise is going to be wrong in the end, but that's a whole different thing than whether or not they can come to their belief, not even proof, but belief. And I'm talking about people that can be respected. They don't make the claim that they're 100% sure that a God exists. They just believe because they think it's likely based on, and then they give you A, B, C, D.
Yeah,
that's right wager.
That is not automatically illogical. That's your personal. That's your personal like presupposition.
No, I think theism has to be illogical by default.
Why? I don't understand that.
Because I got absolutely zero evidence for a God in how many thousands of years.
You don't have to have evidence for a God for it to be logical to think that a God is likely.
No, you can make a logical argument, but your premise has to be false, because you have to believe in something that is just illogical in the first place.
Again, I personally obviously don't believe in any of this, but I personally think the contingency argument is a pretty fucking good argument.
No.
What's wrong with the contingency?
Geez, that's like the the cause versus causal argument.
No, that's more infinite regress, but it is related. It's related, I guess. Sure.
Yeah. I just no, you can't do that. No, that's
why
special pleading.
It's not special pleading.
You don't think the contingency? Go on, explain your what you've learned about the contingency argument. So, I'll be fine if you can.
So essentially, I'm gonna butcher it a little bit because I'm summarizing, but essentially what they're saying is everything that we can see and everything that we can think of, everything in observable, empirical shit, whatever, has a cause. Yeah. Everything. There's going to be, and again, this goes back to the infinite regress. Sooner or later, there's going to become a point where something had to be eternal or whatever, or whatever. And they're that's not illogical. That's a pretty good argument.
It's not logical either, because they have nothing to base that on.
I asked God for help today.
Well, hold on. They have a lot to base. They have a lot to base that on. Everything that we observe that is based on.
Given that the consensus is that the whole universe, never mind us, the universe is space-time continuum. You know this, right?
I do. Yeah.
Right. Can't have a beginning.
Yes,
it can't.
That is a legitimate way out of the problem. I'm not saying again, I don't agree with them, but I'm saying that the avenue that they arrive, the way no, that doesn't defeat the premise. All that says is you have an explanation that using Occam's razor is a better explanation for what they're describing, but they're still right. They're still right that like there can't be an infinite regress. There isn't. And in any of the answers, there's always an explanation for why that first cause or whatever, or that it was infinite eternally already. The only difference is we provide something that's like either the universe is infinite or whatever, instead of a God. And I would make the claim that adding God is like an unnecessary +1, because we can do exactly what you did using shit that we know is real.
Yeah.
Now, I completely agree with that. All I'm saying is how they arrived to the point of saying, this is why I think that a God is likely. It's not inherently wrong.
I think it is. I just think given that it is a continuum, that the whole premise is wrong.
Well, hold on. It's not a given
that
it's not a given that it's a continuum. That's one theory out of many. I think it's more likely.
Yeah, cool.
But still, it's not a fact. It's just, it isn't. And so I think this is all about like your perception of probability. I think it's always going to come down to that, because we don't know is the real answer. We just don't know. And we know certain things that we can predicate our belief on, like the Big Bang. We don't know everything the Big Bang is and whether there was anything before that, because that's literally just the observable universe.
Yes.
There's a lot we don't know, but we do know that the Big Bang existed. And there was a point where there was like almost infinite dense, energy or whatever. We do know that happened. We just don't know. There's a lot we don't. And I personally can't accept like the God of the Gap shit, where it's just like, oh yeah, we don't know that, like black holes. We can't explain black holes, God. Like that's
if in doubt,
lazy.
Yeah, if in doubt, insert favorite deity.
Yes, and that's what I call retarded. However, the people I was just talking about don't do that. They will literally go through every step of every premise and lay it out directly in front of you. And personally, I may disagree, but I can't find a flaw in their logic.
I know exactly what you're saying, because I've seen the people there doing this, and I've gone, I would not like to argue with this person because he would fucking own me. No? Even though I know he's talking bollocks.
So hold on. So that, I think that's another presupposition. It's because you think that they are bullshitting and they're just smart and they can use big words and stuff, but you don't know that. That's your feeling. That you can't know that, because if you agree that they're going to defeat you,
I could use my arguments up to the standard that I've got. But if their standard of argument is higher than mine, I'm fucked.
Well, you're fucked in the sense that, at least from your perspective, they can get a quote emotional win, even if they didn't actually defeat you, because they know how to use certain tricks and shit
as well.
Right, I agree with that of what you're saying, but it's still an assumption. Because if they're smarter than you to the point where it looks like you lost and stuff, then you on some level have to admit that they can explain certain things that you can't completely wrap your head around. It's an assumption that what they're saying is just bullshit that they're trying to use to fool you or whatever. They could be saying absolutely legitimate stuff.
Oh, they could be. Yes, absolutely. And
that's my point.
You take it on board. Yes. Basically, they're just too good for me. They're too good for me.
Wobble a bit, maybe. I don't know. Good. You'll figure it out.
Argument. I can't defeat them. I can't win the argument. I can't show them where they're going wrong, because they are just too good for me. It doesn't make them right.
I agree in the moment. However, I will always, I don't care. You don't have to be a genius. If you're even like average intelligence and you care about the subject, if you want to put the time into it, which is subjective, you can allow someone to say whatever they want, and then you can dig into it yourself and disprove them, even if you're not a genius.
Or something like this.
Post conversation. Yeah.
But the problem is
only that great like in the toilet behind the door. Oh no, I think I put it back in the lock.
You right, Odd?
I had to mute.
Yeah. I was talking about going for the shit there.
But yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, I just they can defeat me because they're some people are well qualified or well well versed in philosophy, I will get stuff.
Then it's an emotional win. It's they appear to have won because you don't know about the subject.
That is what they do.
All you can do in that situation is, in my opinion, it makes you look worse if you try to bullshit, because they're gonna fucking it's gonna make you look twice as bad.
Yeah.
So what you do is you admit you don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
But what I'll normally do is go, because you have some fringe talking point that I know nothing about, does not mean that you've won the debate. So let me admit I don't know anything about this, and I will look into it.
Yes,
and I'll come back to it later.
I'm more than willing to do that.
Kind of where the quote, it's better to be thought of, or say nothing and be thought of fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Yes.
Prove it. Yeah.
But it happens a lot, and I think it's not necessarily because people are bad or stupid or whatever. It's because it's fear. They're like, oh shit, I'm fucked. They just backed me into a corner. So they that fear makes them make a fucking irrational decision to just fucking blow shit out of their mouth. Yes,
I do Freudian
that's how you get
slips all the time too. Like Freudian slips get me all the time. Like when I used to watch my shit back that I recorded, I'd see like I said things wrong, like, oh god damn it, you idiot.
I do that too sometimes when I watch myself back. I'm not too hard on myself because I'm not trying to impress anyone.
Plate of bacon here. Help yourselves.
Sometimes, I mean,
Gee, what the hell? Both of you guys.
Odds.
I've got to mute everybody.
Bacon. I want some bacon.
What the hell's with people like? It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't like something really important, but like we're having a conversation. And there's just people like going on about like shit in the background, like
bacon.
Emu
bacon.
I'd be a really bad Muslim.
I love bacon as well. It's actually the only pork I like. I don't like pork chops. I never liked any of it. Ham kinda I like, but bacon was always the best. Which is weird because it was marketed to us because it used to be considered shit that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
It's just fat mainly.
It's got to be thick.
For me, it had to be crispy. I don't like that gooey shit. It has to be crispy.
No toilet paper stuff,
Yes.
I like where it disintegrates in your mouth. Like no sooner you put it in, almost like.
So you like it more mushy-ish.
Right. I like the
no, like when it's crispy. It's so crispy.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I get you. And it's always really salty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
smoked bacon.
It's something that I definitely miss. Although my all-time was always beef. I'm always gonna miss beef. It was like my fucking favorite of all.
No, bacon.
When did you
crunchy bacon?
Vegan. How long have you been vegan, Trops?
I haven't tracked it honestly. I would say it's been 3-4 months, something like that.
Okay, so that's not too long.
No, I'm still going through some growing pains. It's actually getting harder by the day because I'll be having a shit day or something like anyone does. You have bad days and like stressed out or whatever, and you're like, oh man, steak. And then you just sit there and you're thinking about it.
Your comfort food.
Yes, and well, I still have like fucking like oat milk ice cream, which to be fair tastes almost identical. It's great, but like meat has a special place among like comfort food to me.
Burgers, they're the same. They taste the same.
Veggie burgers are good. The downside is they're fucking expensive. They're so fucking expensive.
We have, like Paul McCartney and the Beatles and stuff. We have Linda McCartney stuff over here. And I bought her sausages once. Because she does all this vegetarian and vegan stuff. I bought these sausages. Honestly, God, it was like eating loft insulation. What the fuck?
So I can't speak for all, but in my experience, their imitation stuff does tend to be pretty good or pretty close. The problem is this imitation shit goes through a ton of R&D to get to where it tastes that good. And when there's a ton of R&D, it's going to be reflected in that overall price. It's like heavily concocted and it takes a bunch of labor and it costs a shit ton.
Isn't it going to be reflected in the content as well, the nutrition and stuff like that? Like
It depends on the product.
We know what
it's all over the place. So
okay.
no, well, I don't necessarily mean a bunch of chemical shit when I say
R&D. No. Yeah.
They do have, like, for instance, she brought up burgers, veggie burgers. They make black bean burgers that are infinitely more healthy than actual like red meat hamburger.
Oh, okay.
And they taste, I'm not going to say they taste the same because they don't, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't had one in quite a while, but they are supposed to be pretty good. But they have to be like high quality, like you said.
Yes.
You just need the lab grown meat. There's no animals harmed.
I need to look into that. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I forget about it. But I need to look into that. And the second thing is, I know lab grown meat's a thing, but is it big enough to where it's easy to find, like in like lab grown chicken, lab grown beef? Is it easy?
Every Hungry Jack's here has it.
That's it. All right.
The Impossible Burger.
When
now the Impossible Burger is awesome, and you can buy the burgers even like at a grocery store and shit, just the burgers, but it's pricey. That's the downside. It costs more than just normal meat.
Whenever that guy at Campbell's,
I suppose, given that it's a new thing, it would have to, wouldn't it? You know?
Yes, and that's the R&D aspect. It took time to develop and shit, and they had to go through like probably 5,000 iterations to make it taste that good, and you're going to pay for that.
Yeah.
When that guy at Campbell's had that crash out, and he said about the peasants eating their
I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not, because I've heard a lot since then that he was crashing out and literally didn't have any idea. He didn't have the position to know what was in the shit. He's just talking out of his ass. And then I hear people say that it's a fact. I don't know what's true. I don't know.
I'm going to eat chicken noodle soup regardless if I think it's real or not.
It was fucking delicious.
Yeah, I'll get 2 cans of it, dump it in a bowl with a pile of crackers and salt, man.
Well, my new thing, I still love noodles, but I'm big on ramen lately, especially like Japanese ramen. There's so much you can do with it. It's so awesome.
That Japanese ramen, I don't even know. I mean,
well, not for you. You can't use eggs. You can't use cheese. You can't.
Well, no. Most traditional Japanese ramen is vegan. There is, of course, I'm not going to say there isn't. There's meat varieties and eggs and stuff like that, but you can do a lot with just vegan ingredients, and most of the traditional shit is it always has been. I'm not going to say it tastes better. I haven't tried meat like ramen stuff. Honestly, I don't know. I'm sure it probably does taste better.
I would say that. Sorry,
is ramen? What brand is it?
I don't buy ramen specific. I make it myself using like entirely whole ingredients. Usually, not always, but usually I'll use vegetable broth and tofu. I will put in an air fryer and crumble it into like smaller pieces. Put it in an air fryer for like 10, 12 minutes to make it crispy, so it has the texture of like fried chicken or ground beef or whatever. And then I'll put the noodles, which is usually like an authentic Japanese style. I can't remember what they're called because it's a weird name. Noodles. And then everything else is like random. Like I'll mix in different vegetables and shit into it, and it'll drastically change the flavor profile. The sauce is what also changes. I like teriyaki sauce personally. That's my favorite, but you can do all sorts of different shit.
I thought it was just something that you could just buy off the shelf or something.
You can, but you're going to pay for it. I'm not a very wealthy person, so I have to like be careful about my budget.
Yeah.
So I can't just like, they have prepackaged like really good noodles, but you're going to pay like $10 fucking for one meal. And that's just a tiny little, it's not even that big. It's like a prepackaged deal. I'm not spending $10 on that.
Once a week, I stop at the Chinese place and I get I think just for me, it's like $17 and some change.
I could do that once a week, especially if I was working. Right now, I can't justify that. It might be the difference between getting my damn light shut off.
I think even in my comparing my country to your country, you guys don't know fucking day it is.
What?
The amount of different kinds of food that you guys have got, I don't even know. They talk about it in the chat and things like that. I don't even know the words. I have to go and look them up.
Well, that's because a lot of our food isn't food. It's like genetically modified shit.
That's what I
mean, we have potatoes over here, and beans, right, and sauce. That's about it, really.
You guys,
the Americans have got things like I'm going. What are they talking about?
Well, we may have endless variety, which I'm not going to say that's not a good thing. It's good to an extent, but also you don't have to worry as much about your own fucking government poisoning you because the FDA lets anything fly.
No, we don't.
You have the choice to eat it or not. Nobody's making you.
That's true, but I feel that the government. I'm not going to say they should dictate everything you eat. I'll never agree with that, but I think certain things, like for example, certain preservatives that are like illegal in almost every other fucking nation in the world, those should not be legal here. Like they
let you eat some supreme shit over there, guys.
Hey, you do.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a line.
Correct.
There's a line. There's a line somewhere.
They're building up our immunity.
I'll tell you about
make us into super mutants.
There are so many things with like women's cosmetics, even like the Claire or boutique stuff. They were, and a lot of like little girls, they get stuff from there, and the makeup had like 10 times like the regulation of lead, like in something that you're putting on your face. And there are so many different cosmetics that have just like all of these, but in the EU, they got rid of all that. And I don't understand. We're apparently like,
well, the reason why is because the EU actually gives a fuck about their citizens. The United States is looking at it from a money perspective. Oh, that's going to hurt profit. Like they don't care.
That's weird.
It's sickening what they are poisoning us with. I mean, it's with the food. I mean, cosmetics in our face.
I agree with that, but I'm more focused when it comes to cosmetics on fucking like the big industry of using bunnies for fucking guinea pigs for fucking cosmetic shit. That is fucked up. You know how fucking adorable bunnies are? That is fucked. They end up reapplying and applying mascara and shit on bunnies to the point where they get thrown out because their fucking skin like literally disintegrates and it's extremely painful.
No,
that is fucked up, and it's legal.
I thought they ended that like decades ago.
In certain states they've made it illegal, which I'm all about, but in other states it's
not a rare thing at all. No,
really,
it's just it's pushed under the carpet a bit more than it used to be.
Exactly. That's what they do, is they go through more effort to make sure no one ever finds out about it now.
Yeah. Terrible. Yeah.
It's fucked up. Like,
that is fucked up. I didn't know that I thought it was just mice that they messed with. Not that that's.
And I brought up the cute. I brought up the cute, adorable thing only to get other people on board, because to me it's wrong even if they're not cute and adorable. It's fucking another sentient creature.
Yeah, what if it's a warthog gonna? Yeah.
True, I still agree, but I use that on purpose because I'm more likely to get people to understand. Because sadly, people have no empathy for things that aren't fucking adorable. So it's like
it's a problem, isn't it? Yeah,
I think so.
Fucking yeah.
Well, that's why I say what I do, and may offend people here. I'm sorry if it does, but I'm just being honest.
To be fair,
when I say people talk about how they're like animal lovers, full stop.
No,
you're not an animal lover if you fucking eat meat. You're a selective animal lover. You like certain animals. You like dogs. Maybe you like cats. You don't love all animals.
And the thing is, like, everybody loves bacon. Pigs are cute as fuck, and they'll run around and they'll play and. They will. They're great. They're intelligent. You know.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the matter with people?
Yeah. If human gets hungry enough, they'll eat a family member. So
I agree, and I even say that myself. If I'm starving, I will eat all kinds of animal meat. But the point is, I don't have to. Like, I'm not starving. But like, I agree with you. But it's very arbitrary the way we set things up. Like. You don't know that horse meat is not the most delicious shit in the fucking world. We just don't eat it because we think that's wrong. And it's a lot of people say the reason why we don't eat cats and dogs is because they're intelligent. Pigs are more intelligent than both dogs and cats. So it's not about intelligence. It's arbitrary. It's fucking.
It depends where you go.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
If you go to India, nobody eats a cow. The cow is sacred, and they eat the dog.
Yes, that's my point. It's entirely arbitrary. It's based on cultural norms, which is bullshit. Like,
and I agree. Yeah, totally. I can't complain there. Yeah.
It would be so awesome if I find out that fucking lab grown meat is healthy, because not only for me, because I love fucking meat, but also because that could do wonders for the vegan movement in general.
As long as they don't grow lab grown meat that screams when you put it in the microwave.
Or if there's not some kind of fucked up shit they're doing or whatever.
It's just like 3D printing. So like we got the tech to 3D print like hearts and stuff like that. The organs for organ transplants. Basically take the donor cells, use that to clone more cells, and then use that cells as the lattice to build the structure.
The idea behind it I'm cool with. There's always things that are like more complicated than it sounds though. Like the specific technology that's used to clone could have some sort of crazy effect to where it duplicates certain cells or fucks it up in some way. Like that you don't
fiber cells, fat cells, and skin cells, and it basically just would grow just like it would on the cow. You just give it the exact chemicals basically it needs to produce.
I'm behind the concept, but what I'm saying is doing what you just said is not simple, and we're in the infancy of cloning.
Actually, it's very simple. It's basically taking what organics already do and just simplifying it even more.
I don't think we're in the infancy of it. I think
you don't need to have a giant massive farm. You're not going to have like the billions of gallons of water that get used on all the cattle, all the food used for cattle. Like 70% of grain in America is grown and goes to cattle and chicken and pig feed.
And the cattle themselves.
And the water is fucking crazy. The amount of water we waste on just the fucking industry. And if you're right, and I'll grant that you know more about it than I do, if you're right about the whole fucking lab-grown meat deal, and there's no negative side effects, there's no downside, it could solve all of those problems in one fell swoop. The water problem, the food getting wasted on livestock.
If we can make it to basically where you could just basically print out yoga mats of just beef, like basically steak, and it just cuts it up into strips or whatever.
That would be so awesome. You're solving all of the problems.
That would also partly depend on how much energy is required to do that.
That's true. But it can't be more energy than is required for livestock. Do you know how much fucking food and water and land resources we waste?
But
cows use a lot of land. There's 1.3 billion cows used for agriculture.
Yep. And there's also livestock that's not even for us. It's livestock for livestock. And then there's agriculture for livestock. That one's more common, especially soybeans and corn.
Corn,
And we would save so many fucking resources. And
they can grow more crops that could be used by us, carrots and so on.
Well, I don't know why palm oil has to be in everything. I just don't.
It's cheap. It's cheap as
absolutely
one of the biggest
in just about everything.
And it's not very healthy, especially in large quantities. So
it destroys the environment. Go look into about the palm oil plantations. They're horrible. They're
it's because it's a monoculture crop. Any monoculture crop fucking destroys everything around it.
Yes, of course.
Due to palm oil. That's a huge.
Sorry, Mel? She's gone again.
She said something about using your palm to masturbate with. I didn't hear it.
Right.
I can lend you mine, Melody.
I think Melody thought palm oil had a different meaning. Yeah.
Well,
what about now?
Let her explain. You were kind of breaking up a little bit, so we didn't hear it all.
Okay. No, I was just saying that. I mean, that's the destruction of a lot of the Brazilian, like in Brazil, their rainforests.
Yep.
They are just tearing down trees for palm oil.
Yep.
It's awful.
Well, and soybeans.
And again, it goes back to monoculture crops. Any crop that is used that is so extensively sought after because it's cheap or whatever. By the way, even the hippie movement type shit or like the vegan movement is responsible to an extent because of like quinoa. Quinoa is very healthy, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't popular. No one wanted it. And it was only in a specific area in like Latin America or something that it grew. And then it became this big trend. All of a sudden, it started destroying the land, and everyone around there to make money started making fucking quinoa farms. And it fucks everything up.
Another one.
And
that's
that
the fucking weird stuff that I come here for.
Well, that's the sad thing is that it's not for the health. It's because they're like, yeah, man, that's like the next cool thing.
Monetary gain.
So like almond milk, but I don't remember why, but that's one thing that destroys the environment. It does something, but
almond milk requires quite a bit of a water in order to produce.
Okay, I remember it's not good for the environment, but I couldn't remember.
That's why most of America's nut tree crops are in California, and they're going through a drought right now. Mm-hmm. And they've been going through a drought for 20 years now, basically.
Yes. Right. So it depends on where you're going to get that information from. But what I don't like is they will spin what I just said in a different direction. They will act like what they're doing is defending meat when they're doing that. But what they don't tell you is, yes, making almond milk and various other types of milks is very water intensive. What they don't tell you is that meat is several times more water intensive than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Like by a massive
thousands of gallons per cow.
Yes. And again, like that's not my personal emotional thing. That's just a fact. Like you can love meat. I still love meat, but like it's not great for the environment. And me, this is just me personally. Everybody's subjective. It's not great for the animals, which is my primary. Like to me, like a lot of people, it's weird because most people have done this thing to where they're like, we're above. To me, that's a religious thing. That's a thing religious people do to, but then there's a lot of atheists that use that exact same logic to defend their
because they're indoctrinated into the same idea, even given that they don't do the God bit.
To me, that we are animals. That's a matter of fact. We're mammals, which is literally a subdivision of animals. And like, we have this arbitrary way of, it's almost like a might makes right thing where like we're superior. We're superior in a few ways, but you're not going to tell me that you're superior in every way to a fucking cat, for example, that literally has a weird gland in its fucking roof of its mouth so it can sense shit based on like olfactory weird. They have like superpowers is what I'm trying to say. And like we're not superior in every way to any animal.
Oh, no, I can smell pussy at about 20 yards. Yeah, I agree though. But
it's arbitrary that we choose specific things and then we go, that makes us better.
We can't run fast. We're not very strong. We're fucking useless in the cold. We're useless in the hot. But no, there's so many things that we are just no. This world was not made for us. Everything wants to fucking eat us, kill us, squash us.
And it's it's primarily due to our brains or our intelligence that we were able to, which is pretty much an accident. I don't know how that accident came about or natural. It had to have been a mutation of some kind.
Yeah, some of that is around the dinosaurs time. I don't know if Melody would know anything more about that stuff or Audie, but it's like, if the dinosaurs weren't around, we may not have developed our intelligence because we had to hide from them and still live, survive, move on, etc., etc. While they were all about.
We weren't on the planet at the same time as the dinosaurs.
We were shrews.
Shrews.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean before we were human?
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't playing football or baseball.
No. To be fair, you're technically right because the word "human" is anything in the Homo, deal. So that's technically fine.
I'm just far back.
Bunch of homos.
Just mammals.
Homo erectus. Who's Homo erectus?
I thought Homo erectus was a porn star.
Did Melody just say something about erection? That was kind of hard.
Yeah, I know. It's just like. Homo erectus. I thought Homo erectus was a famous porn star.
I have this weird thing to where if it's something that's even slightly hot, my brain will do mental gymnastics to make it happen. Like she literally just said Homo erectus and said it in just a completely neutral way, but my brain heard it in like a seductive tone.
You want to see what my cock did?
You're real.
Sorry, Mel.
Oh, it's fun.
I thought I go too far. You just took it to the next level, Mel.
I couldn't resist. It was too easy.
Your name from Melody to Viagra.
Yeah. I did know a guy who took a diuretic and a Viagra at the same time, and an hour later he didn't know whether he was coming or going.
Oh my.
Sorry, man.
I've almost been over an hour, but I have to keep track of this now that I'm not on StreamYard Premium shit. So I've got about 13 minutes, and I'm gonna have to close down.
Yeah, cool. I've it's 3:46 in the morning here. I'm off the bye. Yeah, okay.
Thanks for coming, Mal.
I've been online chatting since about 10 o'clock. So
damn,
you guys
dude.
take care.
See you, Mal.
Have a good one, brother.
It's been fun, and I've learned a lot as usual. You take care.
Take it easy.
He's done some good marathon runs lately, Mal. He's been hardcore.
I get burned out because I'm more of an introvert. I can't do it for very extended periods of time. Even if I have time, I can't do it. It'll burn me out.
We did a science one with Andy before you. So yeah.
I don't know if I could do 2 in a row. That's a lot.
Maybe
I could. It's hard to say. I haven't done it, so it's like all in my head. Actually,
why can't I hear anything? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I'm so stupid.
We can hear you.
Oh, Melody.
Trees in your ears, honey.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
I thought we were tricking her by not talking.
Was it like Sprint commercials? Can you hear me now?
To me, it's I don't know. I wouldn't do that. That's kind of mean. Well, maybe I would just as a joke, but I wouldn't keep doing it for a long. I would do it, but I wouldn't keep doing it for a long period of time.
Yeah, I always let it slip with a snigger or something when I'm doing jokes. I'm not good for it.
15,000 liters.
Or the 15,000 divided by
life.
Or 3.7.
And the crazy thing is, it's not just wasting like all the produce and the other livestock and the time and all that. It's like all of that. It's not even for that animal. It's so you can plump that animal up so that we can then fucking take their life. Like, to me, the whole thing is fucked up. And I know I'm in the minority, but it's just so wrong to me.
It's just, people will just repeat what people have done for generations.
I know, but my problem with it is it's the lack of critical thinking on it. It's just, yeah, you do it because people have always done it, but that doesn't make it good or bad.
Well, we're slowly changing now.
I just put it out of my mind. So I'm just like an asshole. So
to be fair, I'm not even trying to attack you because I was in the exact same position. And I went even further because I admitted when people brought the argument about animal welfare, I'm like, I had to admit logically, my values are here and I'm not living my values. I'm like purposefully skirting them and doing what I think is wrong and still doing it. And it's true. A lot of people do that, but I respect that at least more than people that try to act like they don't think it's wrong because it's obviously wrong.
Yeah. And I know it is, but I just try to not think about it and I put it out of my mind. Every once in a while I'm eating something. I'm just, it kind of grosses me out just because I realize what happened.
Animal flesh.
And all of
it does taste good. It does taste good. And I think some of it is an addiction. Some of it is a cultural thing to where you're surrounded by people who don't give a shit. So it's very easy to shrug your shoulders and do the same thing.
Well, if you see my beef jerky consumption, you'd be grossed out. Like my comfort food is like a big bag of beef jerky. It's fucking expensive nowadays.
It doesn't gross me out when other people do it because I'm surrounded by it because it's the norm. It only affects me if I do it. I don't like. I'll talk about it logically, like I'm trying to do now, but I don't have that thing where I see another person eat meat and it's like makes me cringe. That doesn't happen for me.
That's good. It's just your own personal thing.
Yes. But I do still think that it's very logical, and a lot of people are purposefully lying to themselves.
Well, I mean, if we could reshape society in a better way, like how to do everything more agrarian and plant-based diets with everything, everybody would be more healthy, probably more active, less online time, so on.
Yeah, yes. That's what we were raised on. So
and it is true that we would lose a lot. It takes hell. I'm a living example. It might be years, and I still won't fucking be over it. The fucking memory of the taste of beef, even beef jerky. Jesus Christ, it's some of the best shit on the fucking planet.
Yeah,
like it is hard to think about it and not want to go back. It takes a lot of willpower. I'll say that. But
tenderloins. Oh.
For me, it was filet mignon. Jesus, it was expensive, but it's so fucking tender and so juicy.
I love that. It's so expensive.
But I can't do it. Like, to me, just for myself, like the moment I even think about it, or like sometimes it'll pop into my head and I'll be like, dude, it wouldn't be hard. You could just run to KFC and get you a fucking big thing of chicken or Cajun style chicken or whatever. And no biggie. It's just one time. Like, I know that the moment I fucking got it near me, I would never forgive myself. Like, I can't.
See, like, I go to the Chinese place like once a week. I get this big thing called a Happy Family. It's chicken, pork, beef, seafood. Like, you name it, it's all mixed in a Put that on a big
with the eggs on top.
I think that it's wrong, but I will say there's shades of it. And that's why before I was pescatarian, I can't do that now because I learned they're actually most fish or any aquatic life is far more intelligent than I was led to believe. But I do think that it's somehow, I don't know how, it somehow feels less evil to eat fish than it does.
They don't care. Fish are just like, yeah, man, enjoy.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
I don't think it's because they don't care. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just wrong to think that.
There's one I think it's called the sunfish or something like that. It's this big, like, silver dollar shaped fish. It's dumb. Like, seals will come and eat it, and
that
just
is
kind of
true.
flicks along.
That is true, but that's an exception to the rule. That's not the norm. That's a weird ass fucking fish.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it literally, it's so weird. Like, there'll be holes in it, and it's just like staring out with one big ass eye, and it's just there, and it's just, it's so weird.
Its mouth hanging wide open, just.
It's so crazy.
Our world is crazy, dude. Like, it's been like survival the craziest.
I do feel though that I allow, again, everything's like, all good and evil is like a spectrum. It's not black, white. So like, I think that meat in certain areas is perfectly acceptable. Like certain extremely like bad fucking like predators or something. To me, I think that I could let it go that I'm taking them out. Especially if they're attacking like a fucking endangered species or some shit. To me, that's not nearly as bad.
Well, usually it's because we took the predators out that the food chains actually start breaking down and reintroducing the predators.
You're right on the big picture, but I'm not talking about the big picture. I'm talking about me individually because most people don't even think about this. They don't even care. So it's like just me. Like most predators are right. Like wolves, they're actually endangered. Shit. I would never kill one because of that. But like, they're not the only predators. There are predators that are like starting to like become more of an issue or whatever. Those are the ones that I would be kind of like in my crosshairs.
Invasive species.
Yes, or that. And with invasive species, it may not even be their fault. Well, I would say the same thing about the predators, because predators don't choose to be predators. That's literally how they're wired. That's all they know.
And a lot of times the reason they end up, going into like, like where people are, it's just because like people either feed them or I know a lot of
true.
In like trash cans, but sometimes people, they'll feed them or leave
That's
stuff.
A problem over here with bears. We have a massive bear problem. I'm not going to eat fucking bear, so don't bring that up. But
it's actually pretty good. You got to do it in
Because
you slow roasting.
Going up, so much construction, and so they lose their habitat.
That's true.
There's the deer. They're going to people's backyards that have never seen them before. It's insane.
And like most things on this planet, it goes back to us. We're the fucking problem.
Exactly.
And everybody looks at it the other way around. Like the whole earth exists here for us, especially if they're religious. But it's completely the other way around. We are acting like we're the greatest thing and everything revolves, the whole universe revolves around us and we are the center of everything. And because of that, we're fucking everything up.
Well, just look at city footprints. Like how many hundreds of acres, thousands of acres it takes up each city, and how much wildlife is pushed off or killed off.
And yes, and that affects the ecosystem, and then they get pushed into areas that they're not traditionally in. It causes all kinds of fucked up shit to happen. Not to mention like right now, how Trump is basically giving people a free pass to fucking literally pour whatever the fuck toxic chemicals into our lakes and streams and shit.
What did you see? There's a sewer line in DC.
Back to that. What are you talking about?
Trump basically there's no EPA anymore. He got rid of it and is basically giving people a free pass to fucking pollute everything and destroy our whole fucking everything.
There's a busted.
You don't know that, Melody.
There's a busted sewer main in DC that's been spewing out thousands of gallons of sewage into a stream every day for weeks now.
What the fuck?
Wait, where is that?
It's not a priority to them. They don't care. As long as like the big fucking rich ass millionaires are making money, they don't give a fuck.
Wait, where is that?
Washington D.C.
Okay.
Busted sewer line, it's full blast, just blowing sewage right into like a stream going down this little valley, like just blowing full out, and it's going for weeks.
So that's just been it's been going on for weeks, and they're not even trying to.
Yeah, they just put cones around it.
To me, that's even more dangerous than like a lot of chemical contaminants, because that's like more disease carrying.
Cholera, cholera and other things.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, no, and that's going to be harmful for us, like for human beings, obviously, because it's going to
it's already happening, and we're seeing like cases like all of these little things add up, like the measles outbreak, because FDR is a fucking retard and act like vaccines are a fucking problem. Like that is one thing in all of this, and all of it adds up. We're fucked. We're not doing well at all.
So messed up. Didn't they? It was almost like they asked about like 1/3 of the vaccinations that children are supposed to have now. I mean, why are they doing that? They're saying that they're bad for kids. They cause autism. I mean, I think that there might be some correlation with.
No.
I'm not going to say there's no correlation, but I will say there's been no evidence provided that there is a correlation.
I mean,
there is none.
You have to realize there are a lot more autism cases than there ever were before.
No, it is not linked. It is absolutely not linked. This is conspiracy theory, and I've fucking done this topic 100 times. I cannot believe that you still believe that shit.
No, it's
only fucking Americans that think autism is fucking related to vaccines. And your fucking mentality is spread through weeping parts of the rest
You're
of the
born
world.
autistic, and you're not formed autistic after getting a vaccine.
Maybe it's because
Mate, in 1,200 years, since the very first vaccine, there's never been a long-term side effect.
I know.
Ever, in any way, shape, or form.
There is tiny amounts of data. I'm not going to say this is proof, but there's a little bit of evidence to suggest that some of the increased autism, it's not yes, it is true that we know more and it gets diagnosed more often, but there is some evidence to suggest that certain foods have led to an increase in autism, which may be true. I don't know.
We have less lead in our diets now and less mothers drinking alcohol.
That's true.
So yeah, because in the past we didn't have all those like preservatives and all the bullshit that was in
there.
No,
everybody just had lead in everything and drank alcohol like it was going out of style.
That's true. And that's negative things we've gotten rid of, but we don't know how to compare it. Like for all we know, like the specific chemicals that they're using for like yellow number 5 or whatever shit might be worse than lead. We don't know.
The best you can say is that some things have bad side effects. You cannot pinpoint it to the specific, what is it? I keep going to say autism. You cannot pinpoint it to autism. There is no freaking science that pinpoints it to that. You are what you eat. So, if you eat poisons, you're going to have shit side effects. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I think like Americans, we have so many more like preservatives and like nasty shit in our food
we do.
than other countries.
You use corn syrup in your fucking Coke compared to...
And also like a lot of the ingredients we use, there's literally a loophole to where the FDA started having a problem with dealing with patents when they would send in ingredients to see if it was approved and whatever. So what they did is they allowed a loophole to where people could literally have in-house people that they hired to do their own shit. Do you think a corporation is going to hire people that's going to legitimately harm their product, like the Whopper for fucking whatever, the Big Mac or whatever? No, they're going to hire people that's going to let them do whatever the fuck they want, and then they're going to send it to the FDA and say this was perfectly healthy in all of our experiments.
100%.
And we're being poisoned. That does sound a little conspiratorial. But it's based on evidence at this point. We've compiled a ton of data to show that our food is not healthy.
Like our food is way more healthy nowadays than at any other time. Like nutritional value, our food is more dense than any other time in history.
That's not true. In fact, all of our vegetables are less healthy because we've overgrown them, and like every generation after, like corn.
Go take an apple now and then go look at an apple from like a couple 100 years ago. It was half the size, and it was all bitter. There wasn't as sweet.
Now it is true that ours tastes better, which is what they were designed for. But our current apples are not more healthy than old apples. Not even close.
Like GMOs, is that what you're talking about?
Well, GMOs just selective breeding.
I don't see GMOs as like evil. I'm not that crazy, but I think that it can be used for bad. It's a tool.
Yeah,
it can be used for good or bad.
It depends what you use, but mostly it's going to make it gives plants drought resistance, heat tolerance.
Yes, it has saved hundreds of millions of lives around the world. 100%. GMOs have saved insane amounts of lives.
Yep.
I would never not acknowledge that. But again, it's a tool. It's amoral. It's a tool. But people can do bad shit with it, and people can do good shit.
Oh no, they're horrible.
But yeah, I don't get the anti-GMO shit.
It's because people, because of what we were just talking about, like artificial shit, which tend to be bad, not always, but tend to be bad. They equate like man-made with automatically like poison, which is not true. It's just because man made something does not make it unhealthy automatically. Well,
we just modified it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A modified organism.
Having tomatoes that last longer through duress is a good thing, not a bad thing. And that's
as long as you're not giving something up. Yes, 100% agreed. As long as the problem is sometimes we want something like a sweeter tasting apple, for example, and that or like shelf life. That is more important to global like capitalism than health. It always was and always will be. So we have lost. I haven't looked into it. There's videos on this of the number of apple varieties, just apples. That's just one example that we have lost due to like capitalism and them going like, well, this is kind of bad because it won't last as long as this particular variety.
Well, it
just died.
Have you been to the Apple Man's YouTube site or website? There's a guy, the Apple Man, I believe it was. This is going back a couple of years, and he reviews every type of apple. And there's something like 10,000 different fucking types. Or there's a large amount that no one ever fucking realizes.
Yes, but now they're dying to where most of those varieties are not available anymore.
But that was selective breeding off of like a couple parents. So like they're all
blew me away how many different types there were when I came across that guy.
But this is just apples. This applies to everything you can think of. It reminds me of a really interesting video I watched where this dude they used ancient grafting techniques and created, it's like the first, I want to call it like the 40-something fruit tree, something like that. There's like insane amounts of different types of like cherries and apricots. It's expensive as hell because this dude is like specialized skill.
You can buy those in the catalogs.
They're expensive.
You can make them yourself. You can just clone them up.
It's like a fruit basket.
I would imagine that's going to take a lot of learning before I could do that, though.
Graft with a cannabis plant, mate.
No.
It's not that hard. It's
grafting's real easy. If you have a rooting hormone, it's even easier, like a hormone that you can put on there.
If it's not that hard, then I would do that sometime.
Are you talking about
basically?
I've wanted to. I never got around to it, but I've wanted to. It's pretty much just the way you do the cuts.
Yeah, you just cut away the bark on a spot, and then you just like basically tape the branch.
If it's that simple, you know what that shows us? That how fucked up capitalism is. Because he is trying to show you essentially the whole reason why he did this and bought a bunch of the land to do this and like all of the shit he needed was precisely to show how capitalism was fucked. Because they keep shit like this back. This is ancient fucking crap. No one wants you to know about it because they want you reliant on the product that they produce.
Are you talking about like they're like anti?
Those trees don't really produce that well, actually. The trees, like you can buy them for years now, and the plant catalogs.
The specific one that this guy had produced enough. The one tree produced enough fruit to literally make it to where like several families didn't have to buy any fruit.
When you buy one of those trees, it comes maybe like 4 foot tall. Not even that, it's like 3 foot. You plant it, and you got to wait 20 years before it even really starts.
That is true. Anything. It does take a long time. Yeah. But still, like the point is like if people had cared and thought about this long ago, we would already be living in a point where we don't have to spend shit tons of money for Chiquita bananas.
We wouldn't have moved away from the older model where every community was pretty self-sufficient on itself. Like everybody grew root vegetables and such. They stored everything for winter. Everybody preserved, canning, dried your meats in a smokehouse. Went hunting. That's why we have hunting seasons to get like meats at certain times of the year, so flies and stuff won't lay maggots on it.
What if I like my meat wet?
Well, add some water to it.
Okay.
So by drying things, I was watching something here not too long ago about it's all about the moisture content, getting the moisture content down to 0, basically.
For preservation?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, specifically with like older methods. Yeah.
Yeah.
It moisture does tend to be like the primary, that and oxygen tend to be the primary deals when it comes to it. And they actually work hand in hand because moisture takes in excess oxygen. And it fucks it.
Because you got to think like the refrigerator. Like my grandmother, she didn't have electricity until the 1940s. And so like you couldn't have a refrigerator if you didn't have electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, people back then had ice boxes and then you had to preserve everything. So everything was processed. Like my grandmother still all my growing up until she was too old she would do canning. She'd make her own grape juice from her own little vineyard she has out there. Pick the grapes, make grape juice, can all the beans, tomatoes, sauce, you name it.
I bet it would be healthy as fuck.
Oh, that's what I grew up eating. Stuff like that.
Like you cannot compare that to like current canned shit where like you literally buy a can of kidney beans. Not kidney beans with anything else, just kidney bean. You flip that motherfucker around and it says kidney beans, salt, and like 20 different fucking chemicals. Like
you just get the dried ones in the bag.
That's what you should do, yes. But like
the stuff in a bag, that's not going to have like a bunch of chemicals added to it.
True.
No, they're dried.
That is true.
What?
They're dried beans. You add water. Let them soak overnight.
With most simple shit though, that's the harder way, which is like the only appeal to that is 1, it's cheaper, 2, it's healthier. Those are big appeals, but most people don't care about that. They care about convenience.
It's about time.
Yes, yeah. And they buy like frozen shit. That
takes time. It takes extra time.
Well,
to do like
I like frozen corn. We always froze corn, cut it off the cob.
I do think it tastes better. I don't know why. It's the texture or something. It tastes better frozen.
Butter. I love butter.
What tastes
I do
better?
too. I think corn tastes better frozen. I don't know why. It's weird.
I hate canned corn.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's in water. They use that. They put salt and water in it to keep it preserved,
Yeah,
and it makes it all
bland.
mushy.
It's bland.
Yeah, it's bland. It's mushy, and it don't have that same crunch. It's like a texture.
The frozen corn, especially when you do homemade, like you boil all the cobs and everything, cut it off, and then you bag it up. Like when you make that, the sugars are so right there. Boom, you got that nice sweet.
I think part of it is what you just said, and it's probably because it's on the cob, because until the last second, it's literally there, and it's not losing nutrients the entire time. That could just be me being crazy, but sounds like it might have something to do with it.
And that is true. So yeah, Chops, whenever you say like the frozen vegetables, those are a heck of a lot better than the canned ones. The canned ones are.
They're also, a lot of people don't know this. They think fresh produce is as fresh as you can possibly get. No, frozen produce is as fresh as you can possibly get.
Really?
Do you think that they literally, like, there's a fucking next door, like within a mile away, like farm with like corn and shit? No, they have to pick it. It takes, well, maybe for you, but it's not common. Most of the time, there's a whole long process to where it's not literally picked right then and put on the shelf. Nothing is that quick.
Yeah.
So
it's coming from Mexico or California.
Yes, and there's
you guys
a long
would love where
period.
I'm at. Like right at the end of my road, there's a farm stand all summer long, fresh tomatoes, corn, peas, beans,
and that's awesome. And I think you should get local because it's fresher. But most people just buy from their normal grocery store, which is not local.
Cheap. You can get a whole basket of tomatoes for like $12.
Yeah, that's the smartest. Like, yeah.
My problem is I'm just one person, and if I go to a farmer's market or something, I'm just going to lose money because I won't eat it. Like, I can't
like a watermelon for $1.50.
Now that I could do because I love watermelon.
I eat a lot of the cantaloupes. I love cantaloupe.
They're good, but watermelon's my favorite.
I guess
cantaloupes can.
Individual stuff.
It's a texture thing.
What about vagina melon?
Oh my god! You guys are so...
Melody's melon.
The moment I mentioned it, you somehow translated it to melody.
You guys
is it because she's the only female here?
That's possible, and she has big melons.
The only when was the last time a female like came onto panel?
It was you. It was you.
Pretty much.
Well, Rain was on here not long ago.
Oh, that's true. But
she doesn't really count.
She wasn't last though. She doesn't count. That sounds like
she's hardly human, let alone hardly female. Oh, yeah. That whole direction of people is a bit trash to me, guys.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure you know it already. They're not here. They can't hear.
Struck a nerve.
I honestly don't. I don't have a problem with them.
They're all scared.
I'll say like I'll stand by what I said before, that like JT tends to like to start shit with people, which is true.
Oh, specifically.
But I don't have a problem with him or her for that. And
I kind of just watch or listen.
Yeah. I mean, we used
I share this Christianity crap all the time, so that's why he zones in on me.
Well, I talk shit about it. Maybe I'm not as hardcore as you. I don't know.
I gave up that combative atheist shit a long time ago.
You what?
The combative atheist thing. I gave that up.
Oh, gave it up.
Yeah, it's not worth my time to argue.
To me, it depends on the person. I have cut off a lot of it, and 90% of the time I'm like, yeah, this is a fucking waste of time. But very rarely I'll find like a kernel of legitimacy, and I'll find a person that I can disagree with without it becoming emotional and personal. Very rarely. And I love those conversations. I really do.
I know you guys like, some of you guys like this whole philosophy, but whenever it comes to that, I'm out. Because I don't know any of it. I don't even care. I don't want to know about it. I find it 100% like boring.
What if it's like philosophical vagina talk or something?
Fucking weird.
Or like philosophical dick.
Well, I was going to say,
philosophers just try to derail with big words. That's what
Melody.
I
Melody, would you like to try the Kama Sutra?
No, that's reserved for Sting.
Sting?
Yeah.
Sting,
Yeah.
the artist?
Yeah, because do you remember that? Wasn't it? Yeah, the comments. Wasn't that the one that he was into? Wasn't it that one?
I don't know.
That he had like sex for like 10 hours.
It don't have to be reserved for one person. The Kama Sutra is literally it's like an
well,
art form of like different sexual positions, and like honestly, I've never looked into it, but I could see that it would be interesting. And like if you have a partner that would also be interested, why wouldn't you want to experiment and do different shit?
It's horrible.
It's for like old, like married people just been together for so long and need to spice it up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
So the last guy that I went on a date with, from like I met him on, I don't remember whatever app. Okay, it was from Bumble, and he was a fucking freak. So he was asking me, he was wanting to do like rope play. I mean, this is the first fucking date.
Yeah, that's a little weird on the first date to me. But to be fair, rope stuff, if it's not the first date, isn't that crazy. It's kind of normal.
And whatever, but like he was telling me like, okay, well, I'm gonna need you to get tested 4 times a year for STD.
Oh, you brought that up. What the fuck? That is weird shit right there.
No joke. Like
that would have been a red flag immediately. I'd be like, "Don't touch me, motherfucker! Get out of here."
Oh, it did. I left really quickly, and I'm just like,
that's fucking crazy.
I mean, who fucking does that? And he's like, what's your love language? But whenever you're talking about like rope play and I like to be, you know,
especially on the first date, that's what the fuck?
It's yeah. What?
Yeah. Melody, you attract the worst kind of people, you know that.
It was very humorous for me too. But so yeah, we had like a walk in the park and he's telling me about this woman that he's fucking and he's like, yeah, and then okay, so what was it? He said that he was.
Does that not turn you off when a dude is here on a first date and he's showing interest in you, especially sexually, and he's talking about another woman who he was fucking? Does that not turn you off?
Yeah. Honestly, I found it humorous, and I thought, okay, well, that's going to be a story that I can tell because this guy was just like unhinged, and I don't understand why anybody would even go into that like on the first fucking date.
Well, that's why he's single.
Like that, unless you're gonna have like a fucking nasty whore.
He might be a sociopath because they have a inability to notice like empathetic shit and stuff, and they might not. They see sex literally as anything else that we do. It's like there's no emotion to it. There's no nothing. It's just like it's like walking the dog or some shit. It's nothing to them.
Well, and one thing that he told me, he was like, well, I have to tell you one thing, that I have HSV1, so which means like you have, you know, cold sores like on your mouth, which 90% of people have. And I'm like, why the fuck are you even telling me that? I don't give a shit. But why are you like laying out like, okay, well, this is the STD that which is like, that's not an STD. It's not.
Yeah, that one's the worst one because I got that one from smoking weed with people. Like everybody passing the pipe around, and eventually everybody has it.
So do you have that if you've ever had a cold sore? Is it like that's the only thing they come from?
Yeah, at the corners of your mouth or whatever.
I don't know if I've ever had one or not.
Well, and who cares? Because literally like 90% of people have. I mean, you kiss somebody,
yeah, but it feels weird after I know that. Like if I'm blowing a load into somebody's pussy, it's fucking weird to be thinking that I have the HPV shit going on.
So it's herpes on your mouth. So you have mouth herpes, but.
Is there any like negative?
Who fucking cares?
A cold sore. That's it. It's just,
that's it. It doesn't cause long-term problems.
It's in your stress cells. So whenever you get really stressed out, that's what causes it to merge.
Yeah. But it doesn't cause like any sort of long-term health effects or anything?
No, just
okay.
It's like a blister.
Nobody cares.
Okay, then it's not a big deal.
And most of the time, people don't even have any breakouts, like nothing. Some people, like most people, nothing even happens. You don't even know that you have it. It's just I mean, you really don't.
Valves. That's it.
Yeah, the whole like HSV1, V2, like the whole thing is fucking stupid. And people, they make it out to be this horrible thing.
Well, if it's that prevalent, then like, why even discuss it? Like, fucking, it's so prevalent that you're gonna come in contact with it.
More people have it than don't have it.
Why would you just that with me like on a fucking first day? Why are you telling me about your?
It is weird. It's almost like he's getting this shit out of the way because he plans on having sex like that day or some shit, which is like a big red flag.
He was really wanting to go to Pound Town.
Sounds like it.
He was saying, well, I'm with this one girl and I think he was wanting me to maybe have like a 3-way or something.
Oh, I remember you talking about this guy, and my theory was that he was only making this shit up in order to make you think he was more desirable than he actually was. That's my theory. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like it because it sounds like he kept going out of his way to be like, yeah, man, this girl wanted me in a 3-way.
He's his own hype man.
That made him more attractive. I mean, that's the worst thing that you can say to a woman.
I agree with certain women. To be fair, there's some skanky girls who are like, oh, yeah, you get around. That means you can probably fuck this pussy pretty well. Like, there's some nasty girls out there.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself.
Go like hook up with them.
But I agree that most women, that should be a fucking red flag for. That's like
a red flag. That's not a red flag. That's a runaway. I mean,
that's like getting punched in the face.
Like I hit 40 now, so dating and all that's just off the table. Like there's no way.
Oh, that reminds me, with the 40 thing. I was wrong about the 42 being that's when you can get into the military. No, it is literally, they changed it to where they can draft you up until 42 or younger.
This week.
I was wrong. Like holy shit, that's fucked up.
Used to be 35, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm 41, and that means I've got over a year with fucking Trump's crazy fucking ass getting ready to hit World War III, and I can get fucking drafted.
It's number really, on it, TV.
He's really making the draft like to where. What did you say? You said 40.
He brought up the draft age to 42, meaning if he decided, which could happen any day because he's fucking crazy, to go like World War III or to pull up a draft to go to war with Iran or whatever.
He's like 87.
I know, but he could literally lose his shit any day, and it's already legal. He made that an executive order, I believe.
Well, he's already senile, and we know that he's out of his mind.
But that's even more scary because now, this sounds kind of selfish, and it kind of is selfish because it used to be 35 or something. I was like, phew, I'm good. Now I'm like, that motherfucking crazy son of a bitch is going to get me fucking putting goddamn some stupid shit that I don't want anything to do with. And I don't even believe in his shit or I don't even feel particularly strong about the war.
Trobs, this is where when it comes to us, when it comes time to take the test, just act like a complete idiot. You don't know any of the answers. You make yourself look as dumb as possible.
The problem
How many
is
people
they have
feel
to
positive for the war. Like you just said, and I don't even feel positive for the war. I didn't expect many people at all.
In the United States, 12%. 12% are pro Iran. No, less than MAGA, because MAGA is about 25 to 30.
Oh,
so about half of MAGA are still not on board with Iran.
Good.
To be fair, that's still too high, but it's better than 30%.
Yep.
So we're moving in the right direction.
This is going to be the World War III. It's coming. Like we're at the very.
I agree. The question is how quickly is it going to come, and that I don't know. It's probably
right now. Like we're not getting anything really out of Israel. Like I know Israel's getting hammered hard now. Like they ran out of interceptors for the most part, and
100 missiles in the last hour, dude. Right in the center of Israel.
And the sad thing is, do you know when Russia attacked Ukraine and it kept going on and on, when I thought that what they said was true, it would be over in 2 days or something. My first thoughts was, damn, Russia's a paper tiger. How do you think we fucking look right now? We have been positioned as we're the strongest and we can destroy the entire fucking world at once. We're so powerful and shit. And then we fucking lose Vietnam. We fucking lose Afghanistan. And now we're fucking with Iraq. We started the shit, and we're getting our ass handed to us. We look like a paper tiger. Sorry, yeah. We look like a paper tiger, or even worse.
And, we're losing. We just
a lot
lost
of it's because
aircraft.
of the stupidity of. It's not because we aren't powerful. It's because Trump's a fucking moron, and Pete Hegseth or whatever is also a moron. That's the problem. Is we have fucking idiots at the wheel, and part of me is happy about that because we're the fucking aggressor. We should get fucked up. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want them destroying like homeland U.S., but I want us to learn a fucking lesson so we'll quit.
Yeah.
No, you're going to learn the lesson because everybody's pulling away from you with their business, mate.
I'm still, I hate to say this, I'm still not convinced we'll learn a lesson. It's the fucking United States. We're so stupid that we'll
just gave us 100% tariff again.
Really?
Yesterday. Yeah, on steel and stuff like that.
He still hasn't fucking learned about the tariffs. It's destroyed the
economy. Where are we going
already.
with our steel? We're going to go to China.
Yes,
so we're going to feed your
destroying everything on purpose. Like everything, we're like there's talks of leaving NATO right now.
That's the Manchurian candidate theory that he's literally like a Russian asset, which might be true. I don't know. It is beginning to look like that because I don't even think Trump is this stupid. I don't think he can be that stupid.
Well, and all the money going into private accounts, like he's going to bail out once it gets so bad.
Yes, because he has no attachment to America or the people. It's literally all about him. So who gives a fuck? He's making billions.
His family's net worth has doubled. It went from 5 billion to 10 billion.
Yep. Only since he fucking gained his second term.
Yeah.
And that tells you all you need to know about the man. But anyhow, I can't keep going on and on. I've got to roll.
Take the fucker out.
What?
Take the fucker out.
Oh, I agree.
You say that every single time you're like, oh, okay, I gotta go.
But I know, and because I haven't been working, I keep like, well, to be fair, this was happening even when I was working. But like now, like I have more of an excuse, and like I get addicted to the conversation, and just time flies by. But right now, I especially have to listen because I don't have StreamYard Premium anymore, and we're only allowed so many hours per month. And if I don't shut it down, I'm not going to be able to run every week.
And you're right. If you run out, I'll just chop up.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
And you can do links.
That's actually a good point. I could do that. But either way, I need to fucking get some shit done anyway. So part of this is like, yes, I get addicted, but then I feel guilty later because like I did nothing for like a very, very fucking long period of time. And I can't justify just shooting the shit for fucking like 6 hours or something.
What are you talking about? It's nice to just like shoot the shit with people. Why is that wasting your time?
I'm not going to say, okay, not wasting your time. That's a little strong. But,
that's a horrible correlation.
It's not wasting time, but I'm not like
unproductive time.
Yeah, it's different. It's like, and also some of this is because I'm an introvert. And if you're not introverted, it's harder to understand. But like, I don't need social interaction. Don't get me wrong. Because
this is mine. Basically, this is my social for the week.
I'm the same, and I'm the exact same. So I don't really have like too much social interaction either, and so I like this.
But I don't like.
I don't know why you feel bad about it. Like it's bad.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can justify it to a certain extent, but everyone's extent is a little different. For me, I don't really need it much, although it's fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't get all addicted and lose track of time. But like, if it keeps happening, then it's like it starts interfering with other aspects of my life that I want to put.
Trubs, this is once a week. This is not like every day, okay? It's not that big.
Why are you so hardcore about defending staying on here for like 6 hours?
I'm just saying.
Give us another minute, Trapes. Come on.
It's almost like you're a heroin addict or something, and you're like, dude, I just need one more hit and then I'll quit.
Well, maybe no. I'm just saying, like, well, how long have we been on here? I thought it was like 4.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you.
Okay,
I'll give you my address, and you send me some dirty panties. and they have to.
I'm out of here, guys.
It has to have some stank.
You need to go to some. No, you have to go to Japan, and I think that they have like vending machines to where
Well,
you
yeah.
can
Well,
just, like,
hold
take
on,
some
hold on.
dirty pennies out
I'm
of
not
there. I don't know if
interested.
that's
You don't understand the reason
no,
why I want it. You're
that
just
I think
thinking
that
it.
does happen,
No,
or
you're
at
thinking
least
this
it
is
did,
generic perversion.
but
It's
not
not
here. So
generic.
go to Japan.
No, it's not generic perversion. You're misunderstanding. I specifically want your panties for a reason. And I can't disclose or I'll end up going to fucking prison. But
They
it's
get
important.
fucking kicked.
Or better yet, Gad one, dude. Send me some fucking like bikini style underwear that you've worn and that you've had a load in. That'll work
Oh
too.
my. It's gonna be a pair of boxer briefs with a skid mark in them.
All I need is that sweet DNA. Actually, I don't know if you can get DNA from shit. Can you?
Possibly.
It might have a hair in it.
A butt hair.
All right, guys. I'm rolling now, so it was entertaining as always, and I will see you next week if you're available. Again, I don't know if my shit'll change, but if it is, then I'll post it so you know about
Get a
it.
fucking job. Fucking lazy.
I'm fucking trying. See you guys
Later. Next week. See ya.